Assalamu alaikum. Y'all may be seated. Assalamu alaikum, Kareem Allah. We have some visitors here today. I want to know how to address you. If you're a visitor for the first time, you've never seen me before, would you raise your hand? All right. I want to talk to us first. And thanks for receiving me. I know you didn't invite me. I just said I was going to come. So I guess it's all right since this is our temple.
Yes, sir.
And this is one of the few temples. Well, I won't say it that way. This is one of the temples that is appears to be doing what they can. And if anything added should come from me or from those that are like me to help them. There's so many things that is happening that is confirming our next level. We've already stepped into it. In order for us to be, how shall I say, masters of it, or at least acquainted with it, it determines upon how much we have mastered ourselves. And I hope you're all listening.
Yes, sir.
We'll get into a little knowledge after I go through this, because quite a few people have started to accept being with me. And when they first come, they have the anticipation of heaven at once. You know, everything is, whatever is wrong with you is instantly gone. Everything that's right instantly shows up. And when they come and find that that's not the way it happens, they start to think, or Satan comes in and issues a little doubt. Nothing happens unless you let it to you. Even if you come in with me and you don't do what is required for peace to come to you, you won't receive it. You can say, yes, I have my ex. Yes, I'm in the United Nations of Islam. Yes, I have cancer. Well, why is that? I have been doing what Solomon teaches or God teaches. So that takes place. And when it changes, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
When it changes, or when you change to try the knowledge and the formula of it, then things start working for you. It's not that I'm going to make it work for you. I'm going to let you know what works. And if you do it, you see it works. It's not that I'm going to do it for you, do it to you, do it without you, do it from you, do it around you. Everything will be there. You have to. It's the same thing as breathing. Air is always there. And if you decide you want to kill yourself and stop breathing, that's what'll happen. But if you don't decide and you want to live, it's there. You partake of it and you keep living. You got that?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, it's a lot of things that we are stepping into now in the form of motion that will actually show us to be the children of God, or those that have the knowledge of how to make things work right. In order to do that, you got to be thinking right. You have to have the will to actually be right or do right. And what I find that gives us a lot of problems is that we always try to incorporate what's wrong with what's right. And the more you try to incorporate wrong, the harder you be scratching your head, burning the midnight oil, trying to solve the problem. But really, there's no problem. Eliminate the wrong. However, in this day and time, this is why I'm here. Because most people, when you do that, what seems to be facing you is threatening. Sometimes downright frightening. I can't do that. Nobody's going to support me. I may go to jail. So then you start adding in the wrong again to be accepted or be one of the good boys. And it don't work. So it took God himself to come and say, well, look, you want to do right? You want to do it all the way right? Come on with me. When wrong comes up, I'll take care of that. Just let me know how strong it's coming, and I'll know how to ward it off. In general, I'll just start a mathematical thinking class so you can think mathematically. Use the math and help yourself. And in the meantime, I'm going to be developing an activity which will produce a nation for you to be righteous in. Now, when it first gets started, naturally it looks weak. And you're going to have all kind of blasphemy come against it because it looks like we're the odd guy. We think we are better than anyone else. It's not that we think we are better. We know we have to produce something better than what exists. So if we have to produce it, you can't produce it thinking that you are not worthy of doing it or you're out of time. So if you truly are better, you will produce something better. If you carry those thoughts and act on it, and after a while, they'll say, whoop, the baby is walking. Well, I got to get him a bigger pair of shoes. Now he's coming I got to put him in a suit. He's beginning to be refined. Now I got to get him a hat because he understands what he knows. Same thing with us. Building in this nation, the message say we will grow into it. Now we have a little activity in Kansas City, Kansas, where it's supposed to be, where it was prophesied that it would be. However, the activity now is stepping up. I mean, really stepping up. We have a unending opportunity and an invitation for us to participate in the mother country in a way where we are the ones to give instructions. We've been given the freedom to do it the way we want to do it, even in developing their country. This is what they asked us to do. Develop their country, not the continent. That will be next when they see what happens in this particular country. So if this is true, and it is, and if you're not dedicated to make things right, and it's not an opportunity to run away from here. It's an opportunity for us to go and do things with people that has the same nature, but not the same knowledge. They have the wealth, not the knowledge. We have the knowledge and the God, and they got the wealth. So we'll put it together, and then the world will see. So when this place is burning, we will have a place to go to. And those of you that have disciplined yourself enough where you can be trusted to do the right thing, you can be trusted to do the right thing, where no one has to come over you and watch you and see if you're deviating or see if someone has offered you something where you're going to vacillate. This is what this is for. If you can stick with this in a consistent basis without someone constantly always telling you what to do, when to do, how to do, where to do, and who to do it with, if you can go through that, then that's the person that can be trusted because they have done this from their own understanding of what's being offered. I will say this. There most certainly is an opportunity for all of us to go to Africa if we want. But that's not practical for what we have to do here. However, those of you that may seem or take it as being fortunate that will actually go, this is what you're going to run into. Heaven is a condition that suits the person or the nature of the person that it is produced for. In this country, heaven for the white man is actually heaven. What goes on in this country makes him feel very, very good. because it's his heaven. It fits his nature. However, he had to make it in such a way to be an attraction, to attract the real people from the real heaven. What I mean by that? It reads, since God has been so long away from us, in order for him to have heaven, he had to put it in some people. And he says, suffer unto me the little children, for within them is the kingdom of heaven. Now, in order for that to stay in the children and don't come out, Satan or the devil had to provide an attractive heaven to make you think you don't want to go no place else. And when you do, most places, most other countries have not advanced in technology as this country has. So when you just a simple thing of going to Africa, or you don't have to go to Africa, just go to Mexico or go to Canada. You know, get past 150 miles north in Canada. It's back, just like you're back in the wilderness again. And all of the things that you took here for granted, then you're going to see, man, you can't turn the TV on and, you know, get I Love Lucy. You know, they don't play that foolishness. You know, there's many things that you do here that is a given that you will not receive there. Just for the mere fact that they asked us to develop their country. That says, no, yeah, it's Africa. You got diamonds and gold and all kinds of things there, but they're not using it. The man that has made heaven here and made himself strong enough to influence the whole world is using it to keep his heaven up. And you living in it. It's hell for you because of the way he treats you. However, the convenience that you have, you almost like come out even bored. Still, you have to go to the field or go to your garden behind the house and pick your tomato, grow and pick it. You just go to the supermarket. You know, he made you real lazy. When you go there, you don't go to the supermarket. You know, you got to grow whatever you get. And if any of us leave to go there and is not dedicated to the idea and the perfection of truth, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. And where we are going, if it was already developed, they wouldn't ask us to come. So it's not like where we're going to Johannesburg, where they have the big city and so forth, whatnot, where we still can't use. It's almost like we're going in the bush. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, sir.
In other words, this is something that has to be done. And it is an opportunity for those that have knowledge to be able to do it. They haven't asked anyone else to do this because everyone else is just like white folks. When they go over, they're just like white people. So they've been holding it. When we went over and we explained to them who we are, what we do, and how we do it, now they're trying to give us the whole country to look like. And it's not enough for us to really be successful here almost. They are starving for this. Just to operate with them with open hands. No deception, period. We draw up all the contracts. They agree to it. They sign it. They seal it. They were so pleased with us, just the land that they allowed us to have for a resort. Just for a resort. When we went to finalize the deal last Wednesday, they were so excited about it. They doubled the area. We were going to only pay almost $200 a month for quite a bit of acreage. We have a lagoon on one side and the Atlantic Ocean on the other side. You know, you can turn your head, look one way, and you see the ocean or the lagoon. determine how far we go up. They doubled it and then charged us $300 a month. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. For us. Not for nobody else. For us. We already got the land. We got it. We got the contractors already set up to go in and start the building. There's another, this is like I have been on a path of retrieving the ones that were supposed to be with the messenger. But that's who I really came after. I got to keep my promise first before I make any new promises. And I promised the Lamb that before he started to even be the Lamb or teach, it would at least be 144,000. And when he got time, I would give them to you, and they would be seen going off to heaven with you. So I've been here in motion to attract them, because it was more than 144,000 that came with the messenger. However, there was a weeding out process by his son, Wallace. Then there was a period of total confusion by Minister Farrakhan or Lewis. Now, we have presented ourselves in such a way where they see there is no relief other than this. Then the ones that are really serious about what they went through with the messenger and the promise, they'll be coming. That saves me from going to each one's house or sending them an email, which they wouldn't believe no how. You see? And at the same time, having something for them to do and to see, to make them well. That'd be a good place in Africa, to the water like that. We get our bug repellent, or we come up with the right frequency from sound. Keeps all the insects and bugs and things away. You don't have to hear it, but they do. White folks found out about it. The last endeavor or venture that was offered to us, and we were in the process of accepting it. The National Secretary for the Messenger and the Nation of Islam, Brother Abbas Rasul, is in Africa as I speak. We've had quite a bit of gold offered to us, and we accepted it. Matter of fact, we've already got it, and we have it in a bank. And we have some buyers for it that will be coming up, I think, this week. They were going to come last week. However, we had such a tremendous offer, we had to postpone it for coming up. And the offer is this. Since Brother Abbas is 70 some years old, I think it's about 75, 76 years of age. He may not look it, but he is. And they were so taken and so appreciative that we sent an elder from us to them. That they introduced him to another sister in her 70s or close to being 80. And she has land that is saturated with diamonds. And she's had it for a long time. And the Germans, the British, and everybody's been trying to get it for some time. She wouldn't let it go. So when they bring Abbas to her, she looks at him and says, "Oh, you're the one that's sent from God." The land that she offered us land that is known. Then she offered us some secret land that is guaranteed upon guarantee, that is guaranteed full of diamonds. And the lawyer that was there with her wanted to know why would she turn this over to us without any deposit. She said, because this is God. So the real elders are those ones that are still back in our land. Only the 144,000 are here. So the real wealth is there, and we will exchange knowledge for their wealth, and they will exchange their wealth for our knowledge. However, each one has to get their hand on it. We got to get a hand on the wealth. They got to get their hand on the knowledge. So some of us has got to go there. And when we do, to alleviate the aggravation of this country always questioning you where you're going, why you're going, how much money you're carrying, and all that, we're going to become dual citizens. We go back and forth as we please. So that's what I wanted to express to you today, and the importance of what we have been in. I'm quite sure most of you all have seen the karate movie, Karate Kid, whatever. The Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. You know, and we've been doing the same principle. You could not see what the effects of this would produce because you were too wrapped up in, I really don't want to do this. I mean, why we got to do that? I mean, how come we just, but at the same time, you're being prepared. You know, everything is done natural, the same way our children. Tie your shoes. They ain't got time to tie their shoes. They won't run out of the house anyhow. But we know if we don't tie the shoes or make them tie it, they're going to step on the shoestring, fall down the step, bust their lip. But they don't see that. So you make them tie the shoe, they mad with you. But after a while, they learn, oh man, I'm glad. Because the people next door didn't teach their child that. So he got to see the next child fall and bust his lip. Oh, boy, I'm tying my shoes. That's the same thing with us. You had Warwick Dean, Wallace. He ain't tie shoes. You see, you got Silas. He ain't tie shoes. You got Minister Lewis. Didn't tie his shoes. We come up with our shoes tied. What do you think they're going to see with us?
Yes, sir.
We've been here much longer than they have. Not only do I want to have the same shoestrings, I want their shoes. So they're going to be coming. Everybody is going to come. Everybody has to bear witness to this. Everybody. When everybody, we mean everybody, from black all the way to white. And all in between. They're going to have to bear witness if they want to live for any extended period of time. They're going to have to bear witness that this is true. And it's not because we are black. It's because it's the time for right to be expressed. And the best person to express that is the original black man. And especially this particular person in this country. Because we have gone through something that no one else have on the planet. We have gone through it, that no one else has gone through on the planet. And don't tell me what the Jews, they went through with, what was that? A few years? They say 6 million. Well, what about us? Over 400 years. Just on the way coming over, being brought over here. 100 and some a million killed. So, you know, we always looking at the next man and seeing what they went through to justify us still being nothing. So we don't upset them. Not only is everything going to be upset, everything, if you look at it, everything that's in nature is being upset. I'm sitting looking at the TV last night, on the bottom comes across, strong thunderstorms. Watch until. They're being upset. I looked at Chicago, 5 feet of water. You know, right there at the Lakeshore Drive, right there at the lake. And the lake is constantly rising. They done built a barrier or a dam, but the lake is still rising. They don't know why it's still rising. Then it rains. So don't tell me things are not being upset. So when I was pulling up here to park to come in, some other Caucasian was behind us, whatnot. They rolled by and was looking like, what is that? Who are they? Because you look clean.
Yes, sir.
You look everything that they are not.
Yes, sir.
So, and unlike attract, so automatically they look. So after a while, if they feel as though you are a threat to them, they're going to be upset. That's why I come in. I like to upset things. You mean I upset you?
Yes, sir.
Because you don't like, well, I don't see how he's going to do that. He's coming and saying he's God. The nerve of him. You be all upset. But you ain't changed it yet. I still am. Whether you're upset or not upset. You see? And plus, I'm doing what no one else is doing. I've made an opportunity for you to be able to think. And then after you learn how to think, or even while you're learning how to think, you got a place to practice it. It's not like you go to church and you're taught about the spiritual. And then you make the way it's taught, it's left right there. You can't take it out with you and put it to work. Because you're not working for yourself. You're working for the enemy of truth. Plus you only, in this way, it keeps you just in the spiritual. That's just one phase. What about the mental? And what about the physical? So if you can't do all three of them, you shouldn't even go to church. Because it makes you a better slave for the man that is being all three.
Yes, sir.
The master of what you're in. He tells you what time to be to work. Even if you got your own business. Just from the interchanging with him, his motion dictates what you do. In what you call I work for myself. Oh, really? You work for yourself. How? Who do you depend upon to support what you're doing? Well, same one you do. Oh, not really. We don't depend upon white folks. We depend upon truth and the earth. And we depend upon ourselves. And Africa most certainly is ourselves. So I'm doing what all of the leaders and all of these other so-called organizations has tried to do and has not been able to do. You know, much like in the Masons. You know, the priests, everybody went out, then the priest went. Solomon said, okay, priest, you go raise him up. Which was Minister Farrakhan. Because he was buried in a shallow grave. So he goes out, he can't get him up. So Solomon said, well, look, come on with me, I'll show you how to do it. Everybody else had done tried. Martin Luther King tried. Everybody has tried. Even if they were lying when they were saying it, they made us think they were trying. Nothing ever came of it. So you're now sitting here. Or you order the tapes of mine and you sit in your home and listen, or in your car and listen at it. Most of you never come to participate. You don't send a dime in. And you wonder, like they write us from Minister Farrakhan's camp, how you doing this? I mean, where are you all getting the money from? They subtly are implying that the government is funding us. The government don't want to see this come alive.
That's right.
The government don't want nobody to be able to think.
That's right.
So there's no way in the world they're going to fund this. If they don't want black people to go to circuses where they got lions, real ones, they don't want you to go to that kind of circus because it does something to your nature. When Bruce Lee was out, they didn't want you to go see him. Did something to your nature. So now they're going to come up and help this? Oh, no. The only ones that is willing to do any help with this are those ones that is called Muslim sons. And that won't be done until they see we don't need them. When they see that we are what we say we are, we're God. God means independent, or at least you've mastered something. When they see we have mastered self, because that's what makes you God, not mastered carpentry or electricity, not that. The mastery should be here. When you use this and master all this, then you're a master. Then everybody that's looking on see you don't need them. And that's what they're going to do. When they see that we don't need them, then here they come. Because what it's going to be, they need us. So they're moving out of their need, not ours. Well, you all don't agree with it.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, it's very, very few of us, which was prophesied it would be. However, everyone that is with us, whether you appear to be doing good or not, if you're with us, you're going to arrive at the same place at the same time we do. It's like riding on the bus. Just because somebody's sitting in the front seat and you're sitting all the way in the back, you're going to get there at the same time. You might not get off the bus at the same time, but you will arrive at the destination at the same time. So this is the same thing what we're saying here now. We are wanted by people of knowledge. We got a whole continent, the largest continent on the planet is Africa. And when one country see, like they did with the gold, we first went over there, they said, look, we have land, and that we already got that too. We already got it signed and sealed for gold mine. And it's guaranteed that gold is there. We got it already. And the king was so happy with what he saw and how we made the contract and everything, made him, well, I won't say we made him, but we did it in such a way where he couldn't refuse. Made him offer he couldn't refuse. So he was so pleased with it, he called his friend, the next king in northern Africa. So far away, it cost the nation $2,000 just to fly a boss there to meet the king. And when he got there, he was so pleased, he said, look, we got 150 kilos of gold and 120 kilos of gold dust here. So we got that before we got the other gold. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to spread. However, who has been with me long enough to be able to take advantage of such rewards? You know, I very seldom write down anything because I really don't like writing. And the purpose of I don't like writing is because once you write it, if it isn't written in for the future, what you wrote has already happened. And if it's past, I don't usually deal with it other than to give a support for what the present is. So why write it? I put it on official paper. So I'm away from home, and the national bank account is in headquarters. I call and say, what's in the bank? They say, so and so, something wrong. Go back and check your numbers again. Oh, Father, yeah, we made an error, okay. But they're the ones that's keeping the books. You see? Yeah. So the same thing with you. I know how many times people call me about the same old thing they could have done themselves. They call, Father, so and so too. I got to go. I can't stay. Father, I'm going out and I'll try to get myself together. I know you're Allah, but I can't stay. You know, the captain's on me. I got to get myself together. I know I'll be back. I said, you going to leave to get yourself together? Yes, sir, Father. I said, well, if you accomplish that, let me know, because I want to try it too. And a lot of times they leave. 2-3 months later, they call back, Father, I didn't get myself together. However, I do know where I can. May I come back? I said, well, the law is that if you want to come back, you come back and you go through a hearing. We want to know what you've been doing while you're out there. We don't want you bringing back no AIDS to us, no incurable disease by medicine to us. We don't want you to bring back no attitude to us and make us accept Satan. So come back and let us question you if you want to come back. And if the answers determine that you should be back, then you're back. Yes, sir, Father. They come back all humble. We had a couple of them come back still just they didn't drop it. They were wrong, but they thought they were right because Satan told them they were. So they went out because we couldn't afford to keep that with us. So when they come back, the time's up to come back, they drop some of it. So we said, no, till you let all of Satan go, go back out there. Because the devil will teach you. You can't see where you are, he will show you. So go back and let him show you. And after a while they come back, Father, I must have lost my mind. I said, we know you did. But everything works for me.
Yes, sir.
Satan works for me.
Yes, sir.
That's why he's made this United States so appealing. The new Babylon. The whore. So he got you here and raised you up in it. So everything looks fair seeming. So when I show up, I'm the crazy one to you. Because I'm going against the fair seeming. But I didn't come to be fair. I'm here to be right.
Yes, sir.
You know, we as a people are not going to make no advances unless it's done this way. All of the ones I heard this morning, I haven't checked it to see how true it is, that there are now more Hispanics in North America than there are black people. So they now are the largest majority. You know, they are, not us. And all of us that are in the cities, such as this, you know, trying to carve out something for you to eat, some place for you to stay on a daily basis, and you ignore this, then when everything is made very apparent to you, there's no place to go but here, what makes you think that we'll be set up in such a way to take you like that? If it was so easy, it wouldn't be 144,000 being seen going off to heaven with their Lord. It would be the black man. However, there had to be, the 144,000 had to do something to be a part of that number. They wasn't, you know, all of them was black. So it wasn't because they was black that made them the number. It's what they did according to the time because of their blackness and the time is what determined whether they would be going or staying, whether they could be counted or not counted. So it's the same thing with this. You all keep going to church. You go to other mosques. You know, you got some people tell me about the Baha'i faith. This is all right in my absence. In my absence. When I actually show up, just because I was gone for a long time, and I come back and I find out my wife has married another man. But he ain't got no children by her. All the children are mine. So when I come back, they're going to act like, well, I'm not the father. They can act what they want. You know, let's go take the blood test. Yes, you're the father. So it's the same thing with this. I'm here for you if you want it. If you don't want it, I got something else for you. Because I shall not, I will not, I must not be denied. Because if I am, then it would be no need for me to ever show up. If you all had the power to deny me, no need for me to show up. It's simple as that. But you can't. They say the will of Allah must be done.
Yes, sir.
And I heard again, where was this at? I think it was on the radio. It was across the net from Lewis's camp. That Allah is a Muslim. And the definition of a Muslim is he that submits himself entirely to do the will of Allah.
Yes, sir.
So how can Allah be a Muslim? What I'm saying is, we got to think.
Yes, sir.
You think Allah just like you. So you think I'm just like you. I am in many aspects. However, the part that I'm not is the part that's going to save you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not no Muslim. You can be a Muslim if you want to. I'd much rather you be God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the promise that was made by the minister in the way of all of the temples, outlying temples from headquarters or from heaven, to receive money or the power to expand yourself. This is what we're going to do with the funds that will be coming from the motherland. We're going to set up things that will really accommodate us. If the black people want to partake of it, that's their choice. It's going to be set up to accommodate us. We're going to have our own recreation, our own movies if we want to make them, our own jazz clubs if we want to make them. We're going to have our own. Everything that you've been spoiled with, we're going to have, but it's going to be the right way. It's not going to be adding in this, we got to have some extra chemical spirits to put us in the mood to be crazy. No. We're going to have the real thrill of being right and seeing it and knowing that you own it. The only way that you give up your ownership is you do something crazy and the rest throw you out. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do towards it, you respecting it, it's respecting you, nobody can do nothing to you but have fun with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
You can see. You know, and another thing, the ones in Africa don't know me. But they told Brother Abbas, they've given us land further in the interior of the country just for the family, for my family. And I said, well, I'm not asking for that. He said, Father, they want to do it. I don't want to insult them. They want to do it. And I think it's 128 rooms they're going to build. I said, well, maybe I'll just take some friends with me, but it's not necessary. What I'm saying is, how is it that they can see and the black man here can't?
Yes, sir.
Not that he can't. He don't want to.
That's right.
He know, but he don't want to. He figures if he come with a Muslim, the old thing of what it used to be, you know, like somebody's always on you tight because they had to change your pamper. You know, make you straighten your tie up. You know, like little children. Well, when the messenger came, that's what we were. So he had to be strict. That never left us. Then the other ones came behind him and tried to express the same thing except Warradeen. He relaxed all the laws to try to attract everybody to go with him. And most everybody went. At least 7 out of 10 went with him. Now they feel like they have been vindicated. But when you speak one to one, they can only quote the Quran, recite it, rehearse it. You ask them, say, well, what does it mean to you? Then they'll quote another quote of the Quran. So in other words, they have been put on a stalemate, or they've been made stagnant. They're not moving. So here I come along. We put everything into motion because the knowledge that I have has not been expressed. You didn't have it to express it. You just got the capability of receiving it and understanding it. You got it?
Yes, sir.
So I am providing opportunities for everyone that want to practice right. In this world, they say practice makes perfect. That's what they say in this world, right?
Yes, sir.
However, we as black people, if you're going to practice to become perfect at being right, where are you going to do it at? Where are you going to do it at? Can you do it with a man that had a million-man march and said he only cleared $250,000?
No, sir. No, sir.
Can you do it with a man that came into the possession of all the properties that the nation had or whatnot, and then he let it go? He wouldn't even live in the palace. Say it's too elaborate. You know, we should just have good morals and just be common people. You know, just asking the question.
No, sir, Father, can't be done.
Can't be done. However, I'm here, and if no one, refuse to accept this, I'm still smiling.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be disappointed in you, but you're not going to rob me of my happiness.
Yes, sir.
Because I know there are at least a few angels that deserve to be rewarded. They have been working in the unseen to make things happen for you. You've been the one that's been rejecting them. So when I say, well, look, no more work in that way. Now, bring forth the destruction. But what about your people? They're not mine. It's already written that they lost their life.
Yes, sir.
Because they didn't accept it. So go do what is written. We'll be off in the resort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we got our message board up now on the internet. It's called a message forum, where we can write and express your opinions and your thoughts and your knowledge and whatnot and have a discussion. And for the last month, I've been writing what is called a center page. I just put some knowledge out because you need to know it.
Yes, sir.
So every Wednesday, it'll be on the internet. However, I've gotten some correspondence that asked me would I do it bi-weekly, because to them they say it is so heavy they don't have enough time to study it before they got the next one coming. So I'll make it bi-weekly and see if they still have an excuse. So the next, I'm going to do this one this Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
If I don't change my mind, I'm going to do it on professionals. We need to know what that really is and what it really means.
Yes, sir.
I was on the radio and a Caucasian called in. She said, well, listen, I'm offended. You know, but what you saying about Caucasian? Because I'm a professional Caucasian. I didn't answer. I said to myself, I mean, what does that mean? First place, you're a woman. You're a devil. You're a Caucasian woman. That's number one. You wasn't born as no professional. I'm speaking nature, not your profession.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't come to teach them. However, we that follow in their footsteps need to know about these things.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to write about professionals, so you will have a couple weeks to read and study that, and also the one that I just did on death.
Yes, sir.
You know, everybody's still talking to me about that across the country,
Yes, sir.
and how happy they are that I actually did that.
Yes, sir.
Because that's something that Satan don't allow you to talk about unless it's in a way where you fear it. And the way I speak about it, death is nothing. Nothing to be afraid of. You determine when you receive it and how. You know, it just don't take over you and do what it wants to do unless you're ignorant. You see? And you don't become a person that experiences life in its fullness being ignorant either. You got to know something. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I won't go on with this. I just wanted to make sure that I convey to you, at least we're close enough now to see our first rewards from our labor. And it's only been somewhere like 10 years. With you all, vary from 4 to now. 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. You all started coming. Those who've been with us from the very beginning, since 1990, 91. So you got about 10, 11 years. In other words, now we can see, that's what this has been leading to. It's more than a light at the end of the tunnel. We've removed the whole tunnel. If any of you all have any questions, I'll be more than glad to, or happy to satisfy them for you. Don't feel embarrassed or ashamed to ask it if you're really asking for understanding. If you're asking to teach me where I'm wrong, you don't need to ask me. Because there's no such question. For real. There is no such question that you can ask me to show me that I'm in error. Because you cannot say, you cannot prove, I don't care how long you live, you cannot prove 1 + 1 isn't 2. So no question could be asked to prove that that's a fallacy. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm in the same vein. So if anyone want to ask any questions, you want to say something, want to make a comment that will contribute to this, I'm all ears. Yes, sir. Is the air conditioner on? Or do we have one? Do we have air conditioning here? We do? It's on? Like they say, very black people. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Father. In the Holy Quran, it speaks in regard to Solomon that he was able to command the winds, where he would get a breeze for 30 days, would take him anywhere that he wanted to go. Could that be an indication to be able to travel back and forth to Africa on the seas with the power that you have for us?
No, sir. You can apply that to that. However, the full meaning of that is this. Most everything that has any value to it is done in the unseen first. So what it is saying, for 30 days, there will be people that uses power in the unseen to make happen whatever I say. So the people that's on looking, I never have to see them. If you understand what I'm saying. You know, it's like we sit up in here, we don't have the proper ventilation. If somebody got a chronic disease and it's contagious, you won't see it. But you most certainly will leave here with it. So the same thing with them. People that are real wise, their wisdom don't allow them to be eager to be seen. They want to see the results of their wisdom, not people seeing them. So if there is a need for certain things to take place, just say, I'll say this. When I was being schooled about many things, not taught, schooled by the scientists about many things. One of the things they told me, they said, well, you know Merv Griffin? I said, yes, sir. And Johnny Carson? Yes, sir. He said, they're going to be in competition with each other to see who can outdo each other in doing things for you. So when the people looking on, it'd be like, where did that come from? It's like the wind did it. In other words, that's the example of what it really is saying. Today, on the equipment that you have going across the seas and whatnot, you may say sail over, but it's not sailing. They have big ships that is motorized, diesels, or nuclear powered. The wind don't have anything to do with it. But this wind that we're talking about is power that is issued to a particular thing, and you don't see the sender of it. If that answers your question. Yes, sir. Anything else? That's up to you.
Yes, sir. Well, approximately 23 years ago, when I was in Los Angeles, I met my soulmate. And I hadn't seen her or even heard from her in 23 years. I'd like to know what it is I could do to pursue that so that I can bring her at least in my company.
Well, the first thing you do is make sure all of your motives are right. Right. And if you find that they are really right, then just put your will. I need to speak with her. At least to give her the opportunity to tell me yes or no. And wait by the phone for a couple hours. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He can hold it. That's our minister.
Sound like a fire.
Well, it's not our minister.
Oh, I just want to make a statement.
Yes, sir. This is your temple.
First, I want to welcome the Royall family here.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy that you decided to come here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I'm thrilled. I'm about to jump out of my skin. So thank you, Father.
Yes, sir. You know, we had a meeting Friday in Dallas, Texas. And from that meeting, I know that I've grown. I came just very short of killing some people. So I had to reconsider, should I continue doing this or what? You know, maybe I should just go to the established temples and that's it. And just send the other ministers or those that want to, you know, confront that kind of, or that lack of knowledge. However, it looked like they had the attitude of, they loved it. It was like, spank me, whip me. We did leave with, I think with the understanding that I'm for real. Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, sir. Wonderful seeing you as well. I had several questions. My first question was dealing with my health, my eyesight. I was wondering if you could give me some assistance.
Have you talked to Dr. Peach?
Yes, sir.
She didn't tell you about the eye drops we got?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Did she send you any, or did you order it?
No, sir. I will be ordering this week. I spoke with Brother John.
Yes, sir.
This past week.
Yes, sir. Well, that's good. This is good.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
In other words, try that.
Yes, sir.
And if you still need help, let me know.
Yes, sir. My second question is, there was a chapter in the Fall of America called The Lull Before the Storm.
Oh, yes, sir.
Where it talked about how before any nation is destroyed, they're brought to the height of happiness, and the economy and commerce is at its height, and before it's destroyed.
Yes, sir.
And I was comparing it to America right now, and they seem to be pretty down right now as far as the stock market and the economic wherewithal right now. So I was wondering, will that take place? Will that?
That has happened. By and large, that has already taken place as far as them being happy. When they jumped over the 1,000 mark, they was jumping up and down like, this has never been done. Oh man, we got it made. And the 1,000 really just represents 10. Meaning completion of one thing, you start at another. So it's like they had reached the pinnacle of what they can produce, and it went a step beyond. And when they did that, it's like, man, and we heard a lot of times people tell us, by us being the Nation of Islam and by me being me, a lot of things come to me. I just don't say nothing about it, but it comes to me. I don't mean come to me like I went and dreamt it. I mean, people come and show me, bring it to me, show, look at this, Father. I look at it. And they say that, there's plenty money in America. Plenty money. But you have to, some of them got so much money that they're trying to find a place to put it. And they got so much drug money that the government has already took in whatnot, being a part of their system, they don't know where to put it. And they're telling me that the people are so crooked, they're tired dealing with them. They're tired dealing with them. They want something fresh and new. This means that they've gone as far as they can go. Now, if they want something fresh and new, what they're really saying, we need a different knowledge. So they reached it. Now they've started to decline. They start to decline. We're not just bringing them down just like that. We're dropping them day by day, inch by inch, bringing it on down. And at the same time, it's giving you an opportunity and myself to show you the difference between life and death. Now, if it goes too far and you don't see it, well, then you will experience death with them. So, yes, sir, they've had their time. That's why, and to prove it, it reads in the book that when the end time comes, this man will be building like he's going to be here forever. You can't go 2 miles in the city on the road there if they're not building something. And I'm talking about I drove to Alaska. All the way to Alaska, they was busy. I said, now, if the black man need to see this. I seen all kinds of equipment just working on the road, trying to get to it. There's only one way in and one way out if you're traveling by land. Now you can go with a ship or airplane, but if you go into Alaska, it's one way in, one way out. And most of the roads is single lane highway. And most of it it's got a lot of gravel on the road. But they are fast changing that. They got all kinds of equipment. Trying to make it a dual highway. I said, man, these people is working. They getting through this wilderness. You see? So, the poor black man, the only thing he sees is his friend that live next door. And 3 blocks down the street, the good black man say, well, he go to church. The other one is not good. He go to the bar, pool hall, whatever. But they don't leave the city. They don't get to see nothing other than what they showed on TV. And this man is a master at what he wants you to see. So you really don't get to see what makes this thing work. We take things after it's finished and we use it. Just like this microphone. We don't make no microphone. But to cast our voice out, well, we don't even think about making one. Let's go buy one. So you never know what the man is going through to produce it. So since he's producing it, he's the one who's ruling you. He tell you, well, no, you can't have it. What do you mean you can't have it? I mean, this is a free country. No, you can't have this. Well, I'll go next door. No, you won't, because that's my brother. I'm going to let him know now. We blackballing you. So you go yell. You see? But if you had the knowledge to know how to do it, you say, well, look, I come to purchase this mic. They said, no, you can't have it. Oh, okay. Hey, Brother Minister, postpone the meeting for 3 weeks. We setting up our assembly line here. Okay. You see?
Yes, sir.
And with all of the land, I didn't tell you about that, the land that they gave us for farming and to extract metals from it and whatnot. Every black man that has learned how to do certain things, there's a place for him with us. You know, to develop a country, that don't mean just going out and build a house. To develop the country. First thing you do is develop their thinking, and they're already asking for our directive of the school, even got their name on their board. They want to come over as soon as possible to start teaching, because no one there, it appears, that is in any type of real knowledge, any technical knowledge. So they want us to come immediately, like yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you have, that's from the homes, and whatever goes in the home, according to how we want to build it. We may build it half in the ground, according to how we want to do it. They got to have the roads. They got to have the transportation. They got to have the communication. They got to have purpose and aim about everything. They got to have real pure water, because the water over there is killing them. They don't have the technology. Whitey knows, but he never shared with them. They won't give him certain things. He said, well, look, I can get the water for you, but you have to sign over this. They said, no. You remember Shaka?
Yes, sir.
Shaka said, oh, yeah, he signed all the stuff on this, and I go back and get it to Georgie. But I'm holding your people here. You see. So, in other words, they didn't let them just do anything. Then when we come up, they say, oh, our people, that's knowledgeable and righteous. You can have this. Will you develop it for us? Will you get the water for us? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do it. We'll have a bottling company. They got some water on top of the ground that's running down. The man wants to produce a bottling company. We'll do that. We already got the man on that. Setting that up. No sweat. We got land to grow our own plantain, our own cocoa, whatever we want to do. We got hundreds of thousands of acres to do it with. Already got it. Brother Boss called me. He was so happy. He was so happy he could hardly talk. So I had to remind him, be careful, don't have a heart attack from all them goodies that's coming. You know? Yes. You know, so this is the opportunities that we have. So most of them think, well, you can only advance in this country. No, you bring your own people up and see what God will do for you. See what you got in your own head. This here is going to burn. We're going to do a few things here just to show. You know, like show. Window dressing. You know, like the mannequin in the window. You know, just to show. Because we're going to be leaving. Yes, sir. Something else?
Yes, sir. My next question was, are the ones that are with you, are we, let me rephrase it. The scientists shared that they only wanted a few minds.
Yes, sir.
And that we had to have a thorough knowledge of ourselves before we can be amongst them. And I wanted to know, are the ones that are with you now, do we qualify as that right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, you don't have to have a lot of knowledge of what takes place. You do have to have the knowledge of why. You got to have the knowledge of knowing why. Ain't nobody here hardly. Why are we in this little place here in this country? You got to know why. And if the why can justify it, then you say, oh, I understand. So they know that. If you know why things takes place and why you are where you are, then there's no problem with them. When the time is right, you can go, because the first thing you'll do, because you know why, you'll be submissive. You're not going to be all boastful and you're going to tell them what to do. They come to show you how to receive what they already got. So then we will be submissive and posture ourselves in such a way where they'll be glad to give it to us. Like the messenger said. And what they showed me said, we can't wait. And matter of fact, the ones that's in my family, personally in my family, the scientists has told me, we can't wait to give it. We got some gifts for them. Matter of fact, we are arguing about who we're going to accept. They accept one, and somebody else accept the same one. They are, no, this is mine. This, I'm telling you. So it's a done deal. So the rest of you all, that's not from me personally, however, from my mind, they got the same thing in mind. And what they give you is not gold or silver or diamonds. They will give you things that will cause you to get it at any time you want it. And it can't never be taken from you, and you can't lose it. Okay. And to reiterate, for those of you that may be thinking, well, how could this be true? It still sounds like a bunch of rhetoric. You got to stop and think. Who else stands before you and tell you these kind of things? Freely. I don't write, I don't read. I mean, not that I can't read, but I don't have nothing. I'm not reading anything. I'm just telling you what is. And I can understand them, the scientists, almost fighting over each other to determine who they're going to adopt to give the gifts to, because the ones that are with me, especially the ones that came first, represent each planet. So to give that particular person a real gift, they're not just giving that person a gift. They're giving the person a gift that affects the whole planet. You see what I'm saying? The first 4 planets coming from Pluto, coming towards the sun, the first 4 represents my 4 daughters. You got Pluto, Uranus, or Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn. So if they fight over who to give that to, and then the next son of mine that carries my name, Royall II, he's got Jupiter, the biggest planet of them all. Because he ain't big as his dad. But he rather large. Other words, I'm saying why. It's not that, well, because they're your children, we want to give them. No. They're my children. However, what they are and what they are to do, this is why they want to give them. Because not just the planet Earth is supposed to be made whole. All 9 is to be made whole. All 9 planets. All 9. And there's got to be an intelligent entity that actually perfects it. In order for them to do it, they got to be with the new idea, the new entity, the new creation to bring about the perfect correction. So they're here, they have me in them, and they're here watching me do it. So when they are dispatched to their particular planet, then they'll know how to do it, and they'll have the reinforcement of their father. And also the scientists. So it goes beyond black and white. Because we don't have that problem on the other planets, black and white. We really don't. In this country, it's a fight against black and white. Because the white is wrong, the black is supposed to be right by nature. So they always got a problem. The nature's bothering them, but the ruler is wrong. So they're caught up in a catch-22 until the real God comes and says, listen, fear not. I come to give you rest. I come to bring you out of the wrong with great substance. You're going to be happy forever. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay.
I would like to yield to the sister.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're not going to hold you too long today. I said what I really wanted to say. If I stay any longer, you'll be holding me. I mean, I don't mind being held. Oh, yes, sir.
Father, what my hands ready to make them.
Walaikum salam. And what did you say?
What my hands ready.
What did you say? Oh, why is your hand sweating?
Yes, sir.
Well, that come from several reasons. You may be eating the wrong food. You may have a nervous condition. You may be unbalanced. So We have to have the doc take a look at you or talk to your mom. Is that your mother?
Sir.
Okay, well, we'll talk to your mother. Is your hand always sweat?
Yes, sir.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Yeah, that was something, wasn't it? Yes, sir. You had something else?
Yes, sir. One last question. On the mother plane, I wanted to know, are there families on the mother plane? And what do they do on the mother plane on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis?
Well, no, sir. It's not a family per se as a family that's on the plane, because that's not a place where the purpose of it is for the raising or rearing of a family. It is dedicated to keep certain balances in the universe, and especially around this particular planet, because there's quite a few other life forms that would like to have a part or a claim to this particular planet. It somewhat keeps them at bay. So it's a working craft, not a leisure craft. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, sir. In other words, what they do as far as keeping, because we're not the only life forms in the universe. And all see that this particular planet is different from any planet in the universe. You don't go and see no life on other planets. The life is in it. So just by life being on this planet, something is wrong. They know there's something wrong with that. If they're that dumb, we can just go take it. It'd be like me, you invite me to your house. I come to your house and you living on the outside. I got there, and I'm waiting for you to say, well, come on in, but you got your... That's the same thing with this. Each planet is a home for that particular life form. So when they see this one, they say, hey, it's a bunch of nuts down there. We can take that at any time we get ready. However, we didn't have to ask them for permission to bring this satanic or Satan forth. Since we would not allow him to come in our home, we came out and gave him a chance to show himself so we can destroy him forever. So if they're not in accord with that or don't know it, we appear to be very dumb to them. You see? So that's part of what they do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Did I make that up? Oh, because some people just can't believe that. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I didn't hesitate and I didn't stutter. That's right. I didn't say, well, that's Master Muhammad's home. He's on the plane with the messenger. I didn't say none of that foolishness. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You up there? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Father, I want to make a comment and ask a question. Yes, and my comment is that, or actually a statement, is that I don't even have the words to express how truly wonderful it is to be alive and you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to cry, however, because I know the first time I ever spoke with you, I just broke down on the mic. However, that's such a blessing. There's no word that I know, and I know a lot of words. And I just wanted to share with you, I think of that, and I think, I went to college, and I'd spend thousands of dollars, and here you are, you offer us the classes to go to, mathematical thinking, and it's free. And I went and I paid thousands of dollars, and I learned garbage. So I wanted to share that with you. And also I would like to know if you would share with me the meaning of my name, which is Serene.
Serene, it means peaceful, calm. One to be loved. You'll understand it.
Sir?
You will. I said one to be loved.
Yes, sir.
If you will understand it.
Yes,
A lot of females and even brothers that call themselves expressing love or whatnot, you know, one to be loved, you will understand it.
Sir?
You will. I say one to be loved.
Yes, sir.
If you are, you will understand it.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of females and even brothers that call themselves expressing love or whatnot, they may express it or take it in, but they don't understand it. A lot of people are caught up with this thing. What is this flies? A lot of us caught up with these things about love because it puts almost a burden on you. It'll make you accept to do things that you know ain't right because the person say, "Well, do you love me?" However, with an entity such as yours, you will understand love, and you'll be expressed in a way where it always keeps you light. There won't be no burden put on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Walaikum salam.
I'm glad to be in your presence again.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you put that bubble on me to get here because it was rough. I'd like to thank you again for blessing me for my wife to be here.
Yes, sir.
Blessing us.
Oh.
And I've been listening to your tapes, and I really don't have too many questions, but it was one thing you were saying in one of your tapes, I forget which one it was, but you said it wasn't, Moses didn't exist?
Right.
Can you give me the absolute on that and about the 5 books, the first 5 books?
Yes, sir. Moses was a prophecy. It was angels or the prophets telling something that would take place. And they used him as a figure, Moses. The actual Moses itself never existed. The one that lived out, which was actually Moses, was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He did everything that they say Moses would do. He had the son that they say Moses had. You know, he built the nation that Moses was supposed to build. In other words, this was something that was told that never happened in the past. You know, they say they dealt with the Jews. The Jews were never in no slavery. They were never in no slavery. They never had to make no exodus. They never made no exodus like that. Never did. What they did, they refused to be with the Germans after they robbed them. And they want to be accountable for it. So then they say, well, God's supposed to give them some land, so they're going to go take the land from the Palestinians. Under the guise that this is God, give it to them, he promised, so they're going to take it. But God never said, I'm going to give you some land, you got to go take it. He didn't say that. He said, you wait, and I will give you. But they didn't wait. So they have never, you know, it's like, where is it at, was it in John? Where Jesus said, you're not of my father. So if Moses was dealing with the people of righteousness or of God, it couldn't have been the Jews because they are not of Jesus' father. So the reality of that was actually Elijah Muhammad. Yes. And that's why they say, well, you know, we can never find Moses' grave. Wasn't no Moses to be buried. You know, it's written in the book, you can't find his sepulchre. Meaning you can't find where he's buried at. You know, God just took him up. Yeah, Allah did take the messenger up. Took his body and preserved it to last as long as the earth. And I brought his entity back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, if knowledge doesn't inspire you to bear witness to the truth and the rhythm of it, you are sick indeed. Whenever at a time of this magnitude, and you hear things that you may not have been used to hearing, however, it makes sense. And you listen at it with an ear of skepticism and think you're going to get out of it what's being given. You won't. Because that ear of skepticism is the ear of Satan. He's saying this man is crazy. He's making all this up. He's probably practiced it. You can't practice nothing like this. First place, you can't think of it in that order to practice it. You see, and so when you don't accept it, then you are not receiving the spirit in which it is given. If I know it, I don't have to give it to you. Because I know it. I just go ahead and do what I got to do and go. But since I know it and I know you don't know it, it's my duty to share with you. Now, if you take it, it's going to work for you. If you don't take it, then you can't be counted. However, it's a foolish thing to get naked, jump into the ocean, and say you didn't get wet. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You get out, and the person hands you a towel. Oh, I'm not wet. You know, you come and sit under this type of expression from a black man that has your interest at heart and mind. And you sit in it, and the whole time you're in it, you're saying, I'm not in it. And when you leave, what did you learn? Oh, man, up there talking about the foolishness. It's the same thing as man come out, well, I'm not wet.
Yes, sir.
And you looking at it, oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
I have one more thing to say.
Yes, sir.
You in your tapes, and you said it today too, about the things that's happening in Africa, and you spoke on one thing about the recreational part.
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, I've been into sports floors since 1964. I've been in the sports floors. I install them.
Oh, see?
Sport floors, all of them, gymnasium, racquetball courts, synthetic floors, and all of them. I've been doing it since 82, and residential since 64.
Yes, sir.
So I'm ready to roll.
Black man,
I'm ready to roll.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Well, you know, it's known information or known knowledge that the messenger said, and we're making it true. The unemployment office is going to be the temple. So we don't have to remember you. When you see your place, you come and remind us, hey, I'll build that. And then we'll say, oh, yes, we remember. Come on. Yes, sir.
I'm Brother Arthur Stokes, and I'm at the Church of Christ here in Wichita. And I heard you briefly go over certain aspects of death. Being an Afro-American, I've had different incidents, tragedies, hard times, and I've been always a survivor. But what I would like to know, what are your personal concepts after you build a resort, and even if you get it built and it's successful and everything, where does the soul rest after, after we leave here?
Well, if you're truly with me, your soul will be at peace. It won't have to go no place to rest. You will live forever, as the book reads. If you're not with me, then you will have to pass, go to the sun that's making it all hot out here now. You go to the sun. And by the time you return, you won't have to pass again. Other words, if you remain to be a Christian with that kind of understanding, you will most certainly pass. You will do like Jesus did. However, we're bringing everybody back at one time or another. So you will be coming back to one planet or one of these 9 planets you will be coming back to. And you won't have to pass ever again. You don't have to do it now if you're truly with me. Sir. And your soul will be at peace without going anywhere to rest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. the resort that is being built is not a place for us to go and be lazy. The body itself has to have a proper relationship with the earth from which it comes. So it should be a righteous and a clean place to introduce that body to. So the righteous mind is going to produce this righteous place that's physical, where you can take your physical body and have it enjoy itself from the physical earth, coupled with your spiritual and your mental. Today, if you go someplace, if you join Outdoor World or some exclusive club, when you go there, it's so much. We paid $8,000 for a resort place in Cancun, Mexico. We paid for it. I said, well, I'm going to go down myself and see it. I went down, I drove all the way through Mexico. Went down and seen it. And what I saw, the buildings itself is beautiful. And the people there are very courteous, the ones that live there and work. The Mexicans. Very courteous. Very kind-hearted. You know, like their music. You hear their music on the guitars and whatnot, the way it plays, you can hear a lot of love in it. But like the music is brought about because of the absence of them, they're trying to let the leaders know, look, man, this is their language to the leaders. You're killing us. Why not give us a little bit of this love that we really are longing for? So when you go there, they actually show you that if you're black. If they're white, you see them look at the white people and they do their job, but they don't express that love part. When we went there, I carried 3 sisters with me and myself. They came out and almost mobbed us. And one brother, one of them came out and he said, I'm yours for the whole time you here. I didn't ask him to do that. I started looking at myself. I said, well, why is that? I didn't know if he planned on robbing me or what, So I just watched him, but he was so happy. And what we did and how we looked and everything, and all this, my wife we had a pickup, had the whole back full. He looked back there and said, oh my God. So I started counting. No, I'll do it. So he got the cart, the 2 or 3 carts. He got us checked, and he did everything. I'm looking at him and saying, well, the white people's coming in. They had to go check their own self in. The other one was sitting there watching them. Then the guy at the desk made point at them. They go take care of the white people. With us, we couldn't get out of the pickup all day. They was there mobbing us. I'm telling you. However, the money is paid. The buildings are nice. The workers are nice. All other activities is filthy. So much so when we went to walk down to go eat, the contrast is so different. We fell out of the place and they felt embarrassed. We fell out of place and they felt ashamed because they seen real beauty and the white women were looking like, man, and they come from all over the world, Australia, London, Germany, people from all over the world was there. We got on the elevator going up and they looked at them and said, well, you all going to a wedding? He said, no. You dress like this every day? Well, yeah. Oh, you're so beautiful. And then they had on the shorts. So it's not a comfortable feeling to know you are constantly offending people. So go build our own. So we still got about $7,000 worth of the plan to use. We used it. I'm thinking about sending some of the elder ones down. Let them dress up in some khakis and so forth, whatnot. If they take a sip of wine, it ain't gonna hurt them. They're used to it. I mean, they're not gonna. Oh no, listen. When I say they're used to it, not that they're winos, but they are mature enough. If they take a glass of wine, they're not gonna lose themselves and go dancing and strip naked. They're not going to forget what they're there for. Now, if you take a young person and I send them down there, I'm gonna have to go with them watching. You see what I'm saying? So why not build our own place? And I said this, a couple of years ago? Yes, I was thinking about it in North Carolina. We get a place. Saying, well, I'll wait. But we got the ultimate place. Yes, sir. You see? Yes, sir. So that's what it means about the resort. It's not going to be a place where we die and go, or we go to get away from this and we go to relax and have a health thing. Oh no. We going because we're going home. It's going to be a right place.
The other question, I heard you say something to the aspect about there wasn't going to be like any drugs. I guess you're talking about like cocaine or acid or this type of stuff or the other things. I mean, I'm a living miracle through those things from my background and where I came from. But those were the things that eluded me into believing that I had some friends. You know, today I don't really consider that as a real thing that is real social to me today. But, you know, get into some of that aspect of what you're talking about there, because today, being a clean human being and have survived death and been left for dead a few times, I feel as though that I am a miracle.
Well, I'll say it this way. That will supersede what the brain will do. It's just that we don't know how to tap into it. So we get a drug that will carry us there out of our control. We can't control it. So it appears as though that we're really feeling good, and you do. However, there's a price that comes with it. Because you're not the master of it, you only master where to go to get it. But you're not the master of what it does. If you could master your own thinking, you don't need that. Matter of fact, that's a very low expression of it. So, to give you an idea, everyone that is married or that has made love or even had sex, the body, every cell in the body has the potential for climax. Every cell. So when you get to a point where you can have all of that combined, do it at one time, you have a full, complete physical feeling that the drugs don't give you. That's just physical. Now the thought of having it is almost better than having it. The thought, you see some woman, oh man, you start going off in your thinking. And it all depends on how powerful you are in your thought. Determines how far you go with it. In your thought. Some people can sit and look and have a climax just looking. That's how much control they have in their mind. They just go with it. So you won't need what we're building, you don't need no substitute. We're getting away from substitutes. And then there are some things that is good for the body that will cause almost the same thing with no adverse effect from it. You got a certain combination of fruits that you can put together that will give you a beautiful feeling, and you won't be high. And when it eases off, you don't have to go take an aspirin. You'll see. You'll see. In other words, the principle is this. When Master Farad Muhammad was here, and they asked him about the explosives that brought the mountains up on the planet, he said most of it is right in the drugstore. I could go in the drugstore and get it out across the counter and do this. And I'm the new Allah. I'm the Solomon that is building the kingdom where there's no sound of the hammer. Because I'm building it here. So if I build your thinking the way that I can, there will be nothing that you want to think of to do to yourself personally for a good feeling, even for personal gratification, that you won't be able to do, and you won't offend no one else. What do you think we did when there wasn't no women here? We weren't homosexuals. Wasn't even thinking about no woman. It's just that y'all lost the knowledge, but I haven't. I still got it. You see? So if you stick with me, it isn't about just having a little land. We're going to have all of it, 196,940,000 square miles. Plus, I'm going to add another 7,000 to it. Well, I won't get into that. It ain't going to stay the same. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you all have any questions, those of you all that are visitors, and you have some questions, just ask it. You're asking, if you don't accept me for being Allah, I most certainly understand that. Because when I first realized it, I said, what? Could this be true? I'm going to see. So I went to work. And by God, I see. Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Walaikum salam.
I'd like to just thank you for the wonderful trip we had and experience we had going to New York.
Yes,
it was beautiful. We had the most, it was everybody that I've ran into since then. Every time we see one another, it's like everybody's walking on air. So I really appreciate the opportunity to experience that experience.
Yes, sir.
And also to bear witness to a comment that you shared on the way here. We stopped at a service station and walked out of a store, and a white woman walked out at the same time we did and made the same comment you just made. Oh, you all look so beautiful. I feel ashamed to even be seen in y'all's company.
There you go.
And that happened. That actually happened on the way here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Father, a question I have, would you expound on, I know each state has a name, a God meaning. Would you expound on the state of Tennessee? I have visitors here from Tennessee. And
Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Tennessee is named Tennessee because 10,000 will see. Since most people don't want to believe that I really am Allah, they're going to wait and see. Like Missouri, show me. So this particular place, what I'm going to do, 10,000 is going to see it. So we named it Tennessee. I would move if I was you. Read it in the paper. I'll let you know when to move, though. It's not a panic thing. Yes, sir. If that answers your question, it goes a whole lot more than that. However, there must be a display of this kind of power to let you know. And it's written in the scriptures that most of y'all had to have a whipping. I mean, you heard, you looked, but you wouldn't move. So we had to pull out the old strap. My dad he was a barber. He had one of those razors where you had to, and the strap was two, three of that together. Boy? Yes, sir, Dad. So we have to pull that out so that they'll see, because the people today, the younger people, they don't have no basis to have any morals. They don't believe nothing. They look at their parents, well, you helped me get this way. Some of you ain't got nothing to offer me. I see you suffering every day. So the hell with you. I'm going to do what I want to do. I live my life. And white folks, you tell them, look, you go do it. If they touch you, call me. I'll come down and put them in jail. So they've grown up right when I'm coming to make sure they ignore me, period. Oh, man, go someplace. We rapping. You see? We are up in life now. We got our own planes. We got our own coach buses. We got our own restaurant. That's them talking. I don't need this. You all got a little thing going on, but that's yours. Oh, okay. Okay. So when the belt comes out, then they say, oh, had that I have known. No, had that you had listened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, the law is that you are warned first. And then, if you don't move on the warning, what you are warned about shows up. So that's what it is about Tennessee at this time.
Yes, sir.
And Tennessee got some oil in it that we haven't tapped yet. Got a couple places white folks don't know where it is. If they have found it, they haven't got the technology to go get it yet. So if we decide to keep on with that type of thing, we will have oil right down in Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
Yes, sir.
Another question. The Christians that see what we're doing in Kansas City, and they agree that what we're doing is right, and they like what we're doing, and they'd like to see, some of them really would like to see a unity between the Christian, per se, and the Muslims.
Yes, sir.
Would you speak to that?
Well, yes, sir. They are confused because they think or they believe in order for them to be with us, they got to change and be a Muslim. And to them, it's like betraying their God. However, when you really ask them about their God, they really can't explain it. They can just tell you what they strongly feel or strongly believe. And since they have made their commitment in front of other people, and they seem to make the commitment to the Lord, or they join the church to go against all of them that's going to be looking at them, well, how are you going to explain that to your pastor? They don't seem to understand if they want to be with us, just start participating in what we do. You don't have to lead the church. And then from what you see us do and from your own participation, understanding will come of what you're being told in the church. When they say, you know, who was it? Who was it that killed the lion with a jawbone of an ass? Samson.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they don't understand that. Or when, you know, they cut the lock of his hair off and Delilah got his secrets, they'll understand it. So it's understanding that they need. But they think, well, if we be with them, you know, we're betraying God, and they're going to, you know, they're going to brainwash us, and we have to be a Muslim. No. And the preachers won't come to get the proper understanding so that they can tell their parishioners. If the preachers would come and say, look, I see what y'all doing in the community. Yes, it does look right, whatnot. Well, where is God at in this? I need to tell my people. They should partake of what y'all are doing. However, if there's not no God in it, then I'm going to encourage them not to participate. That's what they should do. And then allow us the opportunity to explain to them, here's where God is in this. Well, I want to see it in the book. Okay, let's open the book and show you. Here's where it is. You know, this is Solomon, the fullness of him. Now, if you want to open it, you that are Muslims, in some other sect, you say, well, we ain't going to him because Solomon's gone. There's a Solomon in the Quran that says he was bestowed unto David. He wasn't David's son, biological son. He was a gift from God to David. Bestowed unto him. So this one is the one that is to build the house of the Lord. So they would come and say, look, where is a lie in this? We show it to them. Well, I want to see it in the book. Open it up. There it is. And then while you searching it out, you still go to church. Well, come to the supermarket and buy food that's good for you. You don't have to read the label. Just whatever you get, pick it up. If it ain't there, it's because there's not enough participation for us to stock it. If you want to participate, we most certainly will stock what you need. Now, we're not going to stock cigarettes. And we're not going to stock no bunch of punches. Because what they put in it is nothing but a bunch of chemicals that, like you say, going to make your hands sweat. And a few other things. And have the sisters all caught up with yeast. So we go through all that for you. So when you come to the store, you just pick it up. You don't even have to read. Just go to checkout and gone. And go on back to your church. Then if something happened to you because you changed your diet and started getting good and you started running at the eyes, whatnot, come to our colonic center, to our health center. We'll tell you what it is, what it takes to get rid of it. If you ain't got it, we get it for you. Because we got to make you whole. But they never investigate, so they never get the opportunity. So that's the problem. We cannot go and be with them and be wrong, trying to coax them in, trying to suck them in. Forget all that trapping. I mean, that's a bunch of trickery. Either this is right or it ain't. Yes, sir. If you know that it's right, you don't have to try to coerce someone to come in. Let them have the understanding of what they have. And knowledge should dictate to them what to do. And that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to be in so many churches in a few days. My wife probably said, look, are we really married or are we divorced? Oh, I'm supposed to be speaking in Indianapolis. And the brothers went to the church. Now, the brother that went lives in Atlanta. Well, since that's his hometown, he went to the church. He went to a couple other places. They want big bucks. They thought it was a nation of Islam, big bucks. I said, no, man, no, tell them, you're not a nation of Islam. Well, no, you still got to pay so and so and so and so. So if you ain't the nation, you must not be nothing. Just, so you're going to have to pay. Oh, okay. So the brother went to the church. I said, yeah, we'll rent your room. How much? $200. I said, okay. They went back, checked it out. Little small room. They said, well, this is too small. We need a bigger room. They went and kind of showed them a bigger room. Now, this happened yesterday. Showed them a bigger room. The brother said, no, this is bigger. It's bigger than the one that you wanted us to have, but it still isn't big enough. So the brother said, well, what about the sanctuary? Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't have that. Well, what about the preacher or the reverend or the minister? Could we talk to him? Well, he's not going to let you have that. Well, could we talk to him? All right, they called him up. He said, all right, I'll be there in 5 minutes. He was there. Can you believe it? The preacher kept his word. He was there. So they told him, explained to him who we are, whatnot, and they embraced whatnot, and he's very sympathetic towards the Muslims. He was very much sympathetic with the Muslims from the minister, but they seemed to be dwindling. And he was at loss as to why the weakness now that's being shown when they were so strong at one time. What's happening? So he's asking us this. What's happening? Well, what you all are doing, I most certainly am in agreement with that. So what I will do, I'm going to give you the sanctuary. I'm not going to charge you nothing. And anything that's on the sanctuary that's not in agreement and in harmony with what you're going to be doing, take it off. You see, this is our time. We've had the 25 years. We've had the 25 years of darkness and the opportunity to bring up a system that will make us independent. I have brought it up. We're independent. If he didn't give us the sanctuary, we would have still got it. I wasn't going to go stand in the park, but we would have gotten something. You see? So since he see what we've already gotten, this is a minister. He said, yes, we can have the same. And ordinarily it would cost $1,000. So in effect, he is giving us $1,000.
Yes, sir.
And if we don't want the cross on we take it down and move it. He just asked when we leave, just put it back.
Yes, sir.
So it's happening.
Yes, sir.
You see?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Every time I went to California and spoke in Los Angeles, I always spoke in the church. And the pastor would never come. One time he stayed for a little while. He just sent word that was a beautiful message. He was going to get the tape. It's like they have an oath not to deal with anything of this kind of structure and order that's not advocating Jesus. However, the day-to-day lives that they live is forcing them They're going to have to recognize this. They don't have to. They're going to have to. They're going to have to.
Yes, sir.
You see? And the science was telling me, you're going to be in so many churches. At first, when I was told, I said, oh man, that's going to be good. But after that, I started traveling, I started thinking, well, that's work. But they got some beautiful churches built just for us. You see? They got some sanctuaries or churches that's so beautiful. The people that's going in, the church is beautiful, more attractive than them. Like you see these cars today, new cars. You see the people look at the people that's driving them. The car looks 10 times better than the people that's driving them. That's backwards. So now, like the old sister did in Africa, say, well, I saved it. I didn't know why I couldn't give it away. Or let these other people take it. Now I see this is for God. Same thing with the churches. They build these big, beautiful churches. Now the word and the beautiful people got to come in.
Yes, sir.
And match it. You see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my last question, Father. I applied for a passport, and just in case I would be one of the blessed to, be one of your friends to go.
Yes, sir.
When you go and they always ask you where will you be going if you use your passport. I had one years ago. I never used it, so I'm gonna renew it.
Right.
What about this inoculation, all these shots and things that they ask you to take?
Well, until we get it the way that we want it to be, just carry charcoal with you. When they pop you with a shot, pop some charcoal. You take it right back out of your system.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
And if you get over into the country, if we don't have things set up, if you get there one of the pioneers, and to make sure you don't get malaria or nothing like that, just go down there. They'll tell you what to do. Go down to the river, get a little mud, and eat it. Don't have to worry about nothing. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer unless you hold me. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. May I make a statement, Father?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be here. And I have 2 questions. What does elation mean?
Elation?
Yes, sir.
Means a good partner, good friend. You got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Also, will you be able to share something with myself to assist me?
Well, I would say to you and those that or the females that's with us, sisters that's with us, give us a little time. The black man is waking up. It's like you are the widower at the well. You don't have no husband, even though you're married. So it's like too much responsibility is still left on you all. And you're doing all the things that society say you're supposed to do. Well, why aren't you happy? It's because the black man has not yet realized that he's the man and woke up to start being the man. And it don't mean he wakes up be the man by going downtown and get a job. It means that he recognizes what's true and good for him, and he starts to do that in something of his own, which I'm providing for him. When he does that, then he gains knowledge and an activity and the firmness of his own being to make his wife see that she's really a wife, or make his mother see that he is appreciative of her being his mother. So you all are going through some things now that we're bringing an end to. So just give us a little time. All right?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum again, Father.
Yes, sir.
You were saying that it was all right, and this is before you came. You were saying it was all right for for one to rotate in his belief, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, in rotating in my belief, right, I was told that you sent Gabriel down, and he went in unto Mary, and he was the physical father of Joseph. Is that true?
Well, the way it reads,
I'm sorry, the physical father of Jesus.
yes, sir, you're talking about Joseph, but otherwise it reads in the Bible or Quran, I think it was, that they sent Gabriel. Or in the Quran it says that we sent our spirit. What it really means that it was our righteous entity that was in this particular person, Joseph, that impregnated Mary. That's all it means. Gabriel is the one that actually sounded the alarm for us to let us know it's time for us to make a change. It wasn't him that, we just let it go like where it reads, what we, meaning Allah and those that are in agreement with him, sent our spirit in the form of a well-made man to Mary, to impregnate her to be the father of Jesus. And this is what we did. So we didn't just leave it up to them to be, in love with each other, because Joseph was already married. He had 6 children. So, it would seem a little while, he was a rascal. However, this was a divine thing. And to let everybody know it was divine, everything was done against the law of the people of that day. Even if Mary's father had found out, he was supposed to kill her. So the angel came and told Joseph, look, she's with child. Our child, holy child. Take her and leave. Get a fast ass. And boom. That's what it said. In other words, go get you a Q45 and get it. Yes, sir. I was riding, coming up here, I was riding up on 90, 95. People start passing me. I said, man. Trust it, it respond instantly. Caught right back up with him. Cop sitting on the side. I slowed up. They kept on going. He didn't come out. When I slowed up, I said, man, I feel like I stopped. I got a fast ass. I have, and I appreciate you all accepting me having that. It's one of the first brand new automobiles that I have purchased in a long time, except for the first one. But this car, the brown man put it together. And I don't know what it won't do. I'm still trying to find it. The rest of the things it does. And such things getting lost in it. You know what I'm saying? Or you just program where you at, whatnot, and where you want to go, pops up, show you how to get there and everything. And if I don't want to touch it, I just talk to it. Navigation system, I need to go to Wichita. We were at so-and-so origin. I want the best route. One moment. There it is. So for somebody to put that kind of technology in a car, for what? I mean, that's just a show that it can be done. But that kind of technology is not needed for an automobile. Well, maybe you don't know what I'm saying. You got something?
Yes, sir. Was Jesus married?
Did he ever marry?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes, sir. Jesus married and had children. But that's not told, because they want to keep everything spooky. The man that wrote the story, we gave him the scripts and scrolls. They know. But they selectively left that part out to make it so that anyone that have children, just by you doing that, can never be as holy as Jesus. So they set up a whole religious order called the Catholics. And Catholic means making a cast-like. They're imitating. So then they set up where their sisters or the priest has to be celibate, trying to reach the level of divinity as Jesus. But that's their trick. Hey, Jesus loved. Yes, sir. Well, look at loud. Yes, ma'am. Did y'all know that? Man, the things that's been hidden from us. That's wonderful to be God. Because you can always look back and see. And anything that seems suspicious, check it out. Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Welcome to
Yes, sir. I'm so happy to be here, to be witnessing, experiencing what's being shared, being able to listen and receive it, just being here, period. I'm just experiencing a joyful emotion I haven't experienced in a long time. So I want to thank you.
Can I explain it for you?
Yes, sir.
Since this is a sister that was been with us ever since we was at Alvin Firepound's house. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And matter of fact, when we started building in Kansas City, Kansas, I took my wife to her house. Is that right?
Yes, sir, Father.
I left her there too, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
And now this is what come from in Kansas, but she's one of the first sisters. However, this is what she's saying, if you allow me to put it in words.
Yes, sir.
It's a wonderful reality to know that you can do something wrong, either out of ignorance or even willfully, for a moment. And then have the reassurance that there is a Father that don't hold that against you and will cause you to always come out to be victorious. That's a comforting reality. And I say that because she has experienced it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not just saying it because it's words. She's lived this. I told her, Sister Nancy, you got to get out. I'll let you know when to come back. 30 days out, 60 days out, don't even call me. Time comes up, Father. Yeah, baby, come on back. Thank you, Father. So she's lived it. You see, so when you all hear people come up, Father, I love you, they're not saying it because we got something personal going on. We do, but we don't. That's a one, just to know that what is written concerning myself from those that have power. Royall, don't you worry about nothing. Even if you see something coming at you at a terrific speed, don't even raise an eyebrow. It's either going to go clean through you or become a part of you. And then I went to bed one night and I dreamt. I was in the car with my wife. And I ran up and I stopped to say something to someone and I rolled the window halfway down. And the brother ran up real quick, real swift, and pow! Point blank. And the bullet grazed the top of the glass of the car. And I said, well, Dawn, did he shoot me? And I felt my forehead and a little piece of glass was sticking there. So I know he had shot me. But there was no wound. And so I was saying, brother. He was running like he was on fire trying to get away. I said, wait a minute. He booked. I went on where I was going because I still felt good. You might say, well, that's a dream. However, to have that type of reassurance, if they say, I don't have to worry about it, I don't worry about it. So I can get a whole lot more things done. I don't mean to take your time. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir, Father. I have 3 questions. The first 2 are somewhat related. Sometimes I have thoughts that I know is not right or justified, however, and I have the knowledge to speak to myself in a way to recognize that that's Satan, and however, it's still the thoughts, they still come back. So I would like to be able to.
Know how to stop it?
Yes, sir.
Put a solution to what you were thinking about. If you're thinking on something, he comes up to try to distort you. The only way he'll come back is because you didn't complete what you were thinking about. Otherwise, you say, well, I'm going to go to the store. And Satan says, for what? Well, I'm going because Father's coming. I want to make sure I make the bean pie right. He said, well, he might not even show up. You're going to give him some bean pie for him. Then make his own bean pie. Well, you know it's Satan. You say, oh, no. But you don't go to the store. Then it's almost time for me to come. You say, oh, man, I better get to the store. Then that thought will come back up again because if you went to the store, got it and came back, he couldn't talk to you about that. It's over with. You see?
Yes, sir.
So that's what you do.
Yes, sir. Also, as far as to be able to really use facts to aid me in making a determination without allowing. I have a tendency of looking at my feeling or how I think about it or how I feel about it or fear or whatever comes up that dissuades me from actually looking at the pure facts of the situation.
Are you Virgo?
Yes, sir.
That has a lot to do with it. You know, especially Virgo women and Aries.
Yes, sir.
And Taurus. You have a lot of input from your own self. And truth is truth, whether you input or not. If you accept it as it is, you won't have that. But every time you put yours in, if it's not in accord with what the truth is, you have a problem. So if you already are winning it, just knowing it gives you power. So sometimes you submit to it like you say, well, just like I'm running 90 miles an hour, 95. Speed limit was 70. According to the posted speed, I was breaking the law. But in this society, you got to get caught. You see, in mine, I don't go to catch you. You go and tell on yourself. So the thought comes, you're breaking the law. Yep. Let me see if I got anybody. I'm going to break it unless the cop catch me. See? So I put my antenna there. Oh, I don't see nobody. Oh, there he is. Slow down. So when he see me, oh, good driver. See, so you got to do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
You can't stop Satan from talking to you. However, you can limit him in what you answer of what he says.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir, Father. And also, we have a son, Samuel III, and he don't speak.
How old is he?
He's 19 months. He don't say anything, Mom. Well, he'll say Mama not when he's speaking to me, just at another time. Then I say, oh, he said Mom. However, not.
What? Can he speak?
He can.
He just won't.
He just won't.
Don't worry about it. We had a person who wasn't in our family, was close to us, had a little boy 5 years old. He wouldn't speak. One day he just started talking. They wanted him to shut up, but he just kept talking. In other words, as long as he's not, as long as he's healthy, and he walks all right.
Yes, sir.
He seems to keep his balance.
Oh, yes, sir.
Is his eyes bright?
Yes, sir.
Does he take pictures with his eyes watching?
Yes, sir.
And he does make sounds.
Yes, sir.
And then can he hear you?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it. He probably just said, ain't nothing to say, ain't nothing to talk about, so I'll just wait.
Yes, sir, Father. Thank you. I love you, Father.
Yes, ma'am. Same here. Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Walaikum salam.
I am a child of the first. I waited too long to come. However, I'm here now. I wanted to find out how long would I wait for my husband now. How long do I wait for him to either decide to become right, or how long will I wait before I decide to just abandon that whole situation?
Well, that depends upon, is your husband with us?
No, sir.
And how long you been with us?
I have not gotten my ex yet myself. Waiting for him.
Don't worry about the ex. In your heart and mind, how long you been with us?
I was born Muslim. I've always been Muslim.
Was he the same?
No, sir.
He was never born a Muslim?
No, sir.
Well, I would chalk it up this way, and I'm not saying leave your husband, however. If he doesn't see any value in this, let it go. You know, the book reads, if you're not yoked together properly, you're going to be miserable. So if the man, the authority in your life, will not recognize the real authority that you know to be authority, you don't have a marriage. You have an arrangement. You can break it anytime you get ready. It's as simple as that.
I understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
I just need some clarity.
If you're a little nervous about how to do it or whatnot, I mean, you don't have to go home and jump all up and down and act crazy about it. Just let him know that, you have found what every sane person is looking for if they're sane.
Yes, sir.
And there is nothing that he or anyone else is doing that can justify you leaving this. And just because it is adverse to what he's doing and how he lives, is automatically going to take you away from him. It don't have anything to do about love. Love don't have anything to do with it. It has to do with keeping your duty to your Lord that exists and shall exist forever. So you have now caught onto that, or with that, you're back, like it says, you should go back, in the Bible, I think it says you should go back to your first love. You're coming back to your nature. And if he don't understand that, you say, well, I would hope that you would either go to the classes or investigate it and see if what I'm explaining to you is absolutely right. And then make your choice. Now, if you won't do it, you're not giving me a choice. I can't go to hell with you. I've been there. So I'm coming to heaven, and I don't intend for anything, nothing, or no one rob me of this reward. This includes you. So I've made a choice, now you got to make one. And if it's not in accord with the choice I've made between myself and the Supreme Being, you are not the point of power that I would relinquish to being with the Supreme Being to be with you. You don't have to say it the way I'm saying it, but if you get the idea. And explain to him, you're not leaving him for another man. You ain't leaving him for another woman. You ain't leaving him for a better job. You leaving him from wrong to right. Now, if he don't go with that, then he's showing up as wrong.
Yes, sir. I've already explained that to him, and I left Friday.
Oh.
I live in Atlanta. So I just had to get it straight in my mind what I needed to do in order to allow this to take place, because I knew that as long as I was with him and I was holding him up, he would feel secure enough not to come because of the knowledge that I have shared with him.
Yes, ma'am.
However, I know that I need a husband to compliment me, and I don't have that at this point. So that was my decision Friday, was to leave. I had no idea you were going to be here, so that was a blessing. That was a blessing.
Yes, ma'am.
And I left because I had came to the realization a long time ago. I just got the strength to actually move myself Friday. So
yes, ma'am.
I did do the right thing.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
So thank you, Father.
And he may be coming because you don't miss your water till you're well run dry. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu
Walaikum salam. Well, we're going to take another question or so, and we're going to relieve you all. Or you don't want that? All right, I'll say it this way then. I won't be offended if I see your back. You know, if you're leaving, I understand. Usually after a certain period of time, if you haven't been used to absorbing this type of knowledge, it becomes a bit much. But those of you that have been with me for some time, look like you built yourself and you're pretty strong now. You can handle it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Father. I'd like to know, when a couple is expecting a child, how do they come up with the proper way to name the child?
Well, you would have to know something about the entities of the child and the time that it is born and what is absolutely needed, preferably in your family, you know, as an expression that would be of right. Then you watch the child and you pick a name that describes that particular character, and it'll fit. And when I say pick a name, I don't mean pick a name like Tom and Mr. Fish and Mr. White. Those are words, they're not names. That don't mean anything. And you know, if you got an original name, they have meanings. So, you know, you pick an original name that you see that fits the character of your child. You know, what we do, if we have a child, we don't go to the hospital and let the hospital, you know, give the birth to the child, or, you know, have the mother have birth in the hospital. We have the birth right at home. We have our own midwives. And we're not in the hurry to name the child. You know, we watch and see what breast he goes to most often. See how it hurts the mother, or how does it please him, or what does it say, how does he look? You know, unless it's my child, then I know what's coming. I always say, well, when they come, it's going to be so and so and so, and it's going to be so and so name. They jump out, hi, Dad. But that's what you do. While you are learning, you don't want to call me, watch the child. Now, some people say they go to the hospital and they don't want the child to leave until you name it. That's a bunch of hogwash. If you're your child, take the child. Yes, sir. They say, what's the name? XX.
Yes, sir.
Then you always go back and change it. Oh, I made a mistake. It's not XX. But we're so afraid of white people, you think you got to do everything they say. And especially in the hospital, they try to scare you to death to make you take that foolishness. Maybe you tell them, no, I'm not going to do it. They get all mad. We're going to call the child. We'll call them. And they come down and talk to you. You talk so intelligent. They say, this picture ain't adding up. They say, all right, well, go ahead. We'll come to your house and check. Fine. I want you to come. They come and check. Everything is fine. But that's only going to be for a certain period of time. When we are fully recognized by everybody, especially this government. We're recognized by the government as far as doing business. They haven't recognized us now for what we really are, because we're dealing with the thinking of the man. And they haven't seen enough of you to say, well, they're being successful. They ain't seen that. What they see look like they ain't doing nothing. Hey, but I always show up look like it's nothing. Got it?
Yes, sir. One last question. What is the purpose of these crop circles that are showing up in a lot of these fields in Europe?
Sometimes you go to the barbershop, you know, you get a part goes around like this, you know. They're putting something in your crop. You see what I'm saying? They ask you, how you want your hair cut? I want it cut close. I want a part. I want it faded. They cut it that way, because that's what pleases you. So somebody asks you, so why you do it? Because I think I look good this way. Why you put them circles in the crop? Because it's pointed to something that's in the earth. You don't know about it? No. Oh, okay. We're not going to tell you.
Yes, sir.
It's clearly to let everyone know that there's a higher form of knowledge and technology than what this world has got. See? And white folks is not wise enough to do that and not be detected. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They can do quite a few things, but they can't go out there and make all those different indentations in that perfect manner in which they do, which it is made, without another whitey seeing them. And you know how white folks, they like to have controversy. I saw you all out there trying to fool the people. So if that answers the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, sir, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Wa alaikum salam.
I don't have too many questions except one because you answered all the ones I wanted to ask. I would like to know, what does my name represent? My name is David.
David?
Yes, sir.
Well, David is a name that means one who forms a thing, or they give shape to things. You're like a potter with clay. He make things and shape it the way he wants it to be made. That's what David means, the name. He's a former, not a farmer like you till the ground, but he forms things. Almost like a die, but it's not a die because he is forming it. He has made the die. He himself is the die.
How was that applied to me? Because I don't see that in me right now. And
well, there are many things that we're going to come aware of by the things that's being presented to us. When I was informed, or when I asked the question, are you saying that I'm Allah? They said yes. I had to believe them because where they told me. I wasn't standing on the planet. I'm out in space. So that kind of knowledge that could take me out that far. And I asked them, they didn't say, well, you are Allah. They just kept telling me all these things I'm going to be doing, and they were so smiling. I said, wait a minute. Are you saying I'm Allah? They said, yes. Now, if I was here on the earth and sitting in my living room, they told me that, I might say, yeah, right. But here's an intelligence and a knowledge that's got me out in space. You know, independent. And all the things he told me before he told me that, or before I asked him, I had to say, well, they got to be telling the truth. What would it benefit them to lie to me? It's just that I don't know it. So I said, well, how could that be? They said, you'll see. So I'm saying the same thing to you. You'll see.
that's it. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Do you like those answers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let the minister go, okay? Yes, sir. Oh, you on post? Yes, sir.
Father, that was my daughter that came up and talked.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
thank you for sending her on home, you know.
Yes, sir.
And like I want you to send the rest of them.
Yes, sir.
And I got 2 boys out in California I would like to send on home.
Yes, sir. Well, we on them.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Wa alaikum salam, brother minister.
Yes, sir. I have a statement and a question.
Yes, sir.
The statement is, thank you, 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 thank you.
Yes, sir.
For teaching us about intimacy in the real way that is achieved and what it is. When the tapes came out, we had classes here. 3-hour classes. We were up late going into it.
Yes, sir.
And for all that we discussed, there's still more. We haven't even got to the end of it.
Ooh.
So I like.
Don't feel bad. I think heaven just.
And for myself, the teachings that you shared with us really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
That assisted me greatly, and I'm working to implement them.
Yes, sir.
Make them work. Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
My question was in regards to something that's in the Bible, in the New Testament, where it speaks about the transfiguration, where Jesus took John, Peter, and one more. Can't remember exactly, to the mountain, and he walked some distance before him, and all of a sudden Elijah and Moses appeared on the side, and then the cloud came over, and the voice came from the cloud saying that this is my son, supposedly God speaking. God speaking. Listen to him. And I want to know the meaning of that.
Well, did he say, "This is my son of whom I'm pleased, well pleased"? Well, we'll go with what you said.
Yes, sir.
Now, this son was supposed to be Jesus? Or don't read that?
Yes, sir. It was supposed to be Jesus.
Okay. We have those that came before the messenger. The different ones, Noble Drew Ali, a few other people that came in that supposed to have been trying to do something for our people. By them doing it, even Martin Luther King, by them putting that type of effort forth to the point of where we still recognize them, they still didn't do what Jesus did. So they were like behind them. So when this cloud, meaning what's really happening now, when Elijah started, people really got afraid. And most time when clouds come up, according to how dark or whatever it is, fear. It strikes fear in you. Because you don't know what's coming behind it, what's coming up. This is what happened with our people. They understood Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, Martin Luther King. He had about everybody with him. But he wasn't the one. When the one came up, then the divinity came up. And when that divinity came up, it produced this cloud. It appeared dark to the people, but it wasn't. It was bringing them out of what they were in into what they should be, just as a warning. And that's all it really means.
Yes, sir.
Because it still wasn't the fullness of what took place.
Yes, sir.
I'm the fullness.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Well, if no one, is there any of the visitors here that has a pressing question they'd like to have asked or answered? Yes, ma'am. If you all do, I'm daddy, so you don't have to worry about talking to your dad because you let him know anything.
This is my second time hearing you. And I have a grandson that's here. That's one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I took off work and to come and see you and him.
Oh.
And I would like to know what my name stands for. It's Jaquetta.
Jaquetta?
Jaquetta. Yes.
It means just stop. Just stop. It's like, the positive meaning of it, if you're doing something wrong, just stop. And it implies no retribution. If it's just, and if they say stop, you might get smacked. You might have to go to jail. But if you say, just stop. So the just is stop. Right?
Thank you.
You understand?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Walaikum salam.
I'm here for actually wanting to understand what's taking place with myself. I had a lot of deja vus or encounters with seeing things that took place this week before this week occurred. Mm-hmm. And not everything exactly came out like it planned, but as I seen it, however, it scared me. Not so much to an extent of, it just scared me to the point of I knew where I needed to be at. I had a family gathering in St. Louis with my dad, whom I never met before in my life. Well, I met him, but I didn't get to actually know him. It was something that I've always wanted to do, is be around his people, someone I've never knew. But this was more important to me. And in these past couple of days, these past 2-3 days here, it's been coming to me as the question of, you believe this man is really God? And I have to stand strong on it and say yes, even though I know my actions are not always in harmony with what is right. I need to know, or I would like to have understanding as to what would help me to be a better representative for, in my own way of making it happen.
The first thing you do, and this is for anyone, don't be right for somebody. You can know that I'm Allah, but that's not the criteria for you to be right. You know that you should be in my presence, especially if I made the effort to come close to you and make it possible for you to be in my presence. You should do that. However, if you don't, that's your loss. You haven't hurt no one but you. Now, if you say, well, I know that you are Allah, and I want to be like you or with you, then you take what I do and how I do it to make it easy for you to be with me. Not with me just because I am Allah. Well, I'm going to be with Father because He's Allah. And you have no idea how to take care of your children, what time you should be home, none of these things. But you know, I got a daughter that's still out there, still out there, and she called me, last week, Father, I'm really ready. The ones that represents Pluto. So I'm really ready to come and be what I'm supposed to be. So I said, well, you said that before. I really mean it this time. She was living in the alley in Chicago. Well, she's ready to come back. I said, well, what you going to do to show that you really want to come back? I'm going to move back close to you. She got a bus and move back. So I'm going to see what she does. But however, she's always known I've been Allah. I am Allah, so to say. She's always known that. But then it comes up to her, what you going to do about it? So don't be righteous for me. You can be righteous because of me, but not for me. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a lot of deja vus, these are things to let you know that the scientists or the people that rule what takes place and what's going to take place is giving you signs to let you know you're on the right track. When you say, oh, I've seen that before, it let you know somebody has already thought about this and seen you there, so now they allowed you to see it. So you can say, oh, I'm on the right track.
Yes, sir.
You see? And if it's deja vu, and a lot of times it happens so fast you can't remember all of it. Then you start adding your part in it. That's where it messes up.
Right.
Just stay with the part you remember, leave the other part alone.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. May I make a comment as well, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be here today, sir, as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Glad you came. Does somebody want a nurse? Don't be cheating the babies. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Bobby, and I want to know what my name meant.
Bobby? Your name is Bobby?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. It means hard to sink. In other words, it means if you have friends and the peer pressure is to bring you down or drag you down, that's not hardly going to take place, especially if you're with us. You're somebody that's hard to make push down. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Other words, it means if you have friends and the peer pressure is to bring you down or drag you down, that's not hardly going to take place, especially if you're with us. You're somebody that's hard to make push down. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Father.
Wa alaikum salam. You back, Bobby?
I do have a bad back, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Father, I wanted to ask you about my mother. It seems like every time you come to Wichita, I have a question for you concerning my mother. Week before last, she was rushed to the hospital, and she spent the whole week in the hospital, and the doctors released her Monday of this week. However, she came home with, she had to come home with an oxygen tank, and she has to have it 24 hours a day.
Is your mother the sister that was in the wheelchair?
No, ma'am. I mean,
I'll accept that too. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, sir, Father.
How old is she?
She's 71.
Yes, sir. How much does she weigh?
I don't know exactly, Father. However, that is a problem as well.
She's overweight?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what did you want to know?
Well, seeing my mother, well, I wasn't active. I wasn't participating as I often do in the temple last week because I was up at the hospital all day and all night out of concern for my mother. And seeing her like that, and then seeing her now as she's home, she doesn't seem to be in any pain, but just seeing her come home, having to have the oxygen. I had asked you while she was in the hospital not to take her right now, because I don't know how, in respect to being overwhelmed, I don't know how that would affect me. My mother, she's the only parent I ever had. I never knew my father because he passed before I was born. So she's the only guardian, I've ever known.
So are you asking me, are you expressing to me, if she is to actually leave or pass, it would be great pain to you?
Yes, sir. That's a concern. That's a concern.
Well, you know where she's going, do you?
Yes, sir.
Well, then, have you ever seen these movies where people are suffering and the person that is there don't want to be accused of actually killing the person, so they leave the instrument with them and let them take their own life because of what they are experiencing at the time. It's better that they leave than to stay there and be tortured. This is how we must see things. It's no different than if you would grow up and leave and didn't see your mother until 4 or 5 years later. If you allow her to leave, she will come back. It's a hurting thing, especially if that's all you knew. However, true love always stays with what is right. not what is convenient or what is personal. If it is more fitting for your mother to be relieved of that type of anguish, real love is that you will allow her to leave. And whatever you want to remember her of, if it's movies, pictures, videos, that's what you keep. Coupled with knowing where she's going and knowing that she's suffering no longer. What you are witnessing now is just the body trying to survive, and at the same time being unable to respond to the entity. It's somewhat holding the entity captive. So if you ask me not to take her, I don't take people unless they make me. Most of them leave on their own. I'm not the God of death. I'm the God of life. And if I've offered you everything that it takes for you to have life and to abstain it, if that's the proper word, or make it perpetual, and you take some of it and leave the rest, the sum that you didn't take is going to carry you to the grave. Now, if you took all of it, well, then whatever the illness is, or would have been, it would be just that. Would have been. You don't have it. So we're making a transition now. If your mother is, I'm not going to say, is she with us?
No, sir. However, she doesn't stand in my way,
Yes,
or
sir.
as being with you.
Well, that's good
Yes, sir.
for you, but it's not good for her. Each person has to answer for their own deeds, their own thoughts. Because she don't stand in your way, what about her way? If her way isn't important enough for her to actually come and accept life, well, then there is no other alternative but death. Now, depending on how she has rejected life will determine on what type of suffering she will go through before she passes. That's just the law. It ain't nothing personal about it. Nothing personal about it. And that's why it is already proclaimed or prophesied that if you must die, listen at the wording now, if you must. So it must be that you don't have to. However, if you must, die the death of a Muslim. And that is a death where you die in your sleep or you're very peaceful. It don't mean that you die from some type of disease, some type of trauma. You go to sleep. You just don't wake up. That's the death of a Muslim if you must die. Now, if you're not going to die the death of a Muslim and you must die, hey. So it's your mother. My mother, physical mother, is passed. I went to her funeral. I don't know where my physical father is. So I don't count them. I count Master Farah Muhammad and Elijah. And as far as that is concerned, bodily wise, both of them are gone. They're gone. Well, since I knew where they are, I still communicate. They've gone from you, but not from me. And if you had the knowledge that I have, your mother don't leave you. One part is gone, but the real part of her, you all still communicate. That's what you got to grow into. And that's what will happen as long as you stay with me. And especially as much melanin as you got. You understand?
I didn't understand the melanin part. No, sir.
Well, more melanin a black person has, the blacker you are, the easier it is for you to obtain knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Without asking somebody.
Yes, sir.
You take it right out of the atmosphere.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The last time, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Father. Last time you was here, you mentioned. I don't even think I was speaking about my mother, but I was at the mic asking you questions, and you shared that, you just shared it, that she wouldn't feel, as you said, this is your exact words. You said she won't feel as much as And I've been thinking about that ever since you shared it.
You mean
I
before
wanted
she
to
passed?
ask you why you shared that with me.
You mean before she passes?
That's what I was associating. That's what you was sharing with me. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. If that's what's taking place, she's not feeling it.
You sharing she won't feel no pain?
Yes, sir. You don't want to feel the pain.
Oh, yes, sir.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
You ever go to the dentist and y'all can tell I've been right? They come in and give you a shot, bam. Next thing they do is show you the tooth. You feel nothing. You might feel it after a while, start coming too. But we do the same things. If I said it, she's not feeling it. You are.
Yes, sir.
So that's just to comfort you. If I told you back then, and she's not experiencing it now, then let you know. Let her go. If it's time for her to go, if it's a problem with her weight and the age that she is, we don't see the reason why we should cause her to stay and go through the transformation to be as what she could be. Let her go and come back.
Yes, sir. And I'm not saying that it's that she's gone now, that it's that close. What I'm saying is that this is different for me to see her in the condition that she's in now. Like I said, she doesn't appear to be in any pain, but just to have oxygen with her all the time. This is new to me. I've never seen her like this before. And
well, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Who of you all that are here have ever inhaled pure oxygen? Only 2 or 3 people? How did you feel? You didn't feel good? Pure oxygen gives you, you won't feel so much as, it lights you up. Like you got a good cocaine hit there. That's why you can't breathe it continuously. You got to do it for a while and stop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
Don't you take it on.
Yes.
You're going to see many things. Like I see the black man. If I took it on, that's a hurting thing. To see the black man has an opportunity to actually be God because he is God and he won't be it. That's a hurting thing. Especially when God is right here telling, look, what can you find? What am I doing? What can you find? What do you see that I'm doing wrong? What? Bring it up. What is it? I don't see it, so what's causing you not to accept being who you are by nature? Not because I said it, because you are that by nature. I'm just acquainting you with your nature. And you're going to say, well, look, I don't give a damn. If this is I'll accept it if I want it. Okay. I got a fire for you. You're not going to escape. So you're going to make me put you in the fire because you're trying to show me that you're rebellious enough to go against me. Oh, really? Go against this flame. And you're causing me somewhat misery in doing this, so much so that you took the messenger's life for the weight of your ignorance on him. 40 years, a daily sacrifice. For 40 years. Can you sacrifice for 40 years over something like this? Well, he did it for 40 years. And then he said, after me comes God. He didn't lie. I'm after him. And you still not coming. So if I took it, well, this is, it's heartbreaking. It is. However, it's not. The heartbreaking thing is that I know what's coming up for you if you don't accept it. And I also know what's for you if you do. So I got to make a decision. Am I going to be concerned about that one that don't want to be counted or about the one that is being counted? So he's not going to escape me if I burn his hind parts. He's going to decide to come back anyhow. So when he come back, he can be looking in my face again. Are you ready? Oh, yes, sir. You see? So that's an example of each one of us personally that have a loved one in that way. Show real love. You might call it tough love. Show that. And that's what puts in a good word or sends up good deeds for you in heaven. I shall remember it and make sure you don't have to do that again, and you'll be able to explain to someone else that is going through what you have gone through. Help to ease them. Nothing will be wasted. Nothing. Like white folks, they don't let nothing of the pig be wasted, not even his hair. And not even what you just said, his grunt. They finish it. He capitalizes on everything of it. He does. Because that's the most purest thing of evil and filth. 999 germs make him up. And since this man is the devil, he used every one of them. Let's turn it all around on the flip side. Since I'm Allah, there is nothing that exists that will not be used for me or for the service of right. Even the hog. When it used to help white folks stay healthy, I'm going to keep him that other germ. Keep eating it, Mr. White Man. And see if you still look nice and healthy. Everything is going to serve this. Everything. So I use everything. He used everything on the hog. I use everything also. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Now I want to ask you a question for something I've been rotating on about the knowledge you shared.
Yes, sir.
We know that your thoughts are not ours and our thoughts are not yours.
True.
When Master Farad Muhammad stepped on American soil and then you entered his body, would you share how, in a way where we can understand, kind of get into your thinking more, how did you do that?
The white man says a person that has split personalities have a whole lot of different personalities in the same person. It's the same process. However, I'm not evil. If I have the will to overtake your mind and cause you to do what my will is, or I'm doing it in you, if I'm more powerful than you, you can't stop it. But what we did with Master Farad Muhammad, we made him a master, and he accepted it. I didn't just come in while I'm taking your body, so whether you want to or not. We didn't do that. We said, what we're going to do, we're going to prepare you. Because what's entering into your body is of such power that when I leave, if we don't prepare you for that, you're going to experience a vacuum. If you were a wino, when I leave, you're going to go right back to being a wino. And that's going to be an embarrassment to you because everybody's going to know you as being this wise man when I was in you. Then when I leave, you go to be a wino, they're going to be perplexed. What happened to him? However, since you agreed to host me and allow me to come into you, you ever been someplace and you just say something, you don't know where it came from? You know you didn't say it. You even question, man, where did that come from? The same principle. But since I had to do this over a period of time, a good 3 years, or a little bit more than that, in 3 years, for him to host it, because Master Farad Muhammad did not raise up the messenger. I did. In his body. And it wasn't necessary for me to be in him when he was in the East, amongst the other scientists or wise people. It wasn't necessary for me to be that. By him being a master of them, it wasn't necessary for me to be there. It would be like overkill. However, since he was part white, dyed garments, the nature of that particular person would go back to being in vengeance, dealing with the black man the way he was at that time. At one time, he would have slipped and done something he would have been sorry for. So to make sure that didn't happen, I came in and I did it. I never slip. Even if I get angry, I don't slip. So the duty of raising the messenger up the way it was and bringing it to this point was done without error. It was done without a mistake. And then when I left, Master Farad Muhammad could go and be himself still master. And nobody would have known that I ever left because they knew him. He was wise before I took him. You see? We were speaking about God. When you asked me how it's done, I hope the examples that I gave you, it wasn't that I was in a fleshly body and I went and jumped in it. I didn't even have this body at that time. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. When I got ready to produce the body, then I got the necessary people together that would combine and bring this particular flesh about. And when I came to actually possess it or take it, when I came into it, the body was already purified because we stopped it from getting one part that everybody else gets. So it would house, it would be able to respond to this pure energy that's in it. This power that's in this body can respond to it. If it had one of your, like your bodies, when I go, and especially Master Farad Muhammad's body, when I call on it, couldn't respond. It'd be like I'm in a Volkswagen up against the queue. Both of them are cars. You storm on the Volkswagen, I storm on the queue. In a couple of seconds, I'm not going to see you. I can't pick you up in the mirror. It won't respond. It couldn't. So to make sure that I'm successful in bringing about the new, this body had to be new, had to be specially prepared so it can respond to the power that's in it. So I did everything. I raised Elijah. And now I'm talking to y'all. I allowed Farrakhan to come into Lewis for the first 10 years after the messenger. For Farrakhan did that, not Lewis. From 1990 up until now, it has been Lewis, not Farrakhan. That's why you see the different Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or the different expressions of how he does it. He on the rostrum at one time, the man, he was just holy. He step off, a different man. Then when it got to the point where I went and relieved Master Farad Muhammad, or relieved Farrakhan from him, Farrakhan left. And he left Lewis there. We went back the next day. He didn't even know we was there the other day. Because it wasn't him we was talking to. You see? So this didn't just happen with me. This happened 3 or 4 different times in this particular growth. So that's how it happens.
Yes, sir, Father.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. No, sir, I'm not sure if you answered the question the way what I was asking you.
Did you ask me how did I do that?
Yes, sir. In respect to, are you saying that a portion of your entity, the entity part
yes,
of
sir.
you, entered into?
Yes, sir.
And that's what I was asking you. How? I know I may not understand that right now. Yes, sir.
You want me to show you?
I don't know if I want.
White folks know how it's done. They show you all in the movies. They show you how it's done. But they do it in such a way you think it's spooky. But they know. You know, especially these movies they show you now, all this technology they got, whatnot, show people going in and out of each other's money. You know, they may be doing it in a way where it's comical, but the principle is right. You can't see energy. You can see the effects of just that light. You know it's energy that's producing it, but the energy itself, you can't see it. So much so you can't see the entity or the mindset that produced that. That's how much more invisible that is. So when it comes, so the will of the entity, if I'm going to come to you and come into your body, you don't have enough will in your body to reject me. If I can justify coming in you to do something, then you can't keep me out. But being God, we asked the man. Matter of fact, we prepared his father, Alfonso. Look, you know, go ahead and get the woman so we can prepare this particular body. So we can keep scripture right, what the prophet said. Because where this man's got to go, he's going into a country in dyed garments, meaning he's black and white. Dyed means he's not original. He's not pure. He's of two. So it's dyed. He's colored. He's not pure. That's the way we want him. Because the people where he's going won't accept him pure. If he was, I wouldn't have him. I'd go myself because I'm black. This is Alfonso, his father. So go ahead and make this boy. And then when you make him, take him around and go get all this knowledge and whatnot and let the scientists, you and the scientists, make him a master. Make him so he speaks all kind of language. Do all that. Make him a master. And then when he comes over to find the people, what he think he's finding, then I will do the job because it's not his job to do because he's not original. If we let him do it, he's going to blunder the same way Lewis did. He's going to get mad with this dumb black man and might kill up half of them before. And we said, why you do that? Just the same thing. Remember Musa? He said, they kept asking, well, let me hear God. He got sick of them. He said, come over here, stand right here. You see? But that wasn't to take place with you all. So I did it. And that's how I came into his body. Go to movies and get some movies and look at it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father. And I wouldn't mind you coming into my body, Father.
Change your mind?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll straighten your back up for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father. I love you.
Yes, sir. I love you too.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Well, here's Uranus.
My question is, Father, how do you stand there as long as you do?
Well, if you try sitting, you know I'm trying standing up.
Yes, sir.
When it's in the course of doing what I do, it's like I just got up here. It is. It's like I just got up here. I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, well, man, this is going to be on 3 tapes. People don't like all them tapes. It's going to take them 2 or 3 years to listen to it, you know. So all this is going across my mind. Well, as far as me standing, man, I'm tired standing. It's like I just got up here. Because the questions that you're asking may not be everybody's interest. At least they're questions that is of knowledge that will give you of how I work, how I do things, and what's in store for you, how you can do the same thing. So I don't feel tired standing. It's like I just got here. And if we really get into something, you gonna make me get into something?
Yes, sir, Father.
It'll be like I ain't even got up here yet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
For those of us that know who you are, which is the supreme of all beings, and for those that do not know who you are and refuse, or who don't know and refuse to see or want to check into who you are, would you share, Father, if you did not come here doing what you're doing now, what would be the total result or outcome of this way of life?
Or it wouldn't be no life. It'd be just like it's written. If it were not for the sake of the elect, it would be no flesh. That means no snakes, no turtles, no scorpions, no horses, no people left on the earth. Wouldn't be none. However, because the original Allah had a will to have some of his people elevated to where they're supposed to be without destroying the whole thing, that's why you are here to confront me. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. Okay. I didn't come after you then. However, I did promise to get at least the remnants of what the original Allah wanted. And I'm going to get them. If you're not one, you just ain't one. Now, if you want to be with this, praise be to Allah, me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you don't want to be with this, well then, we already put provisions in motion for that also. The bottom line is, I shall not be denied. And that's it. And I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Because if I had some doubt, y'all would be in some trouble. I don't have no doubt. I know I'm being successful, and I shall continue to be successful until I reach the destination. And when I reach the destination, then the Lord can say, well, job well done. And we both can leave each other smiling and in love with each other. Until then, ain't nobody's big enough to make me fail in my promise. And I'm not going to die before my word shall fail, because death is not a part of me. So that means my word isn't either. In a way where it's going to be other than true. My word is me. And I say, if you're with me, you're going to be here. If you ain't, yippity-doo-die. You know, it's just that simple. You know. And this is my daughter. She represents Uranus. The last one that was produced from the mother of my children of 10. So we named her Fatima. She's the 10th child. The name of 9 planets, but I got 10 children. 7 of them are twins, so they count as one. So it ain't but.
Sir, Father, with the saying, you reap what you sow. Mm-hmm. As far as with Minister Louis Farrakhan, just by his actions alone, he is reaping what he's sowing as far as his works, without any chastisement or anything having to be put on him and anyone else that's not in time and in harmony with time. Is that also bearing witness in what was written as far as the post about death too, as far as you reap what you sow?
Yes, ma'am. And it's not Minister Farrakhan that's reaping what he sowed. It's Lewis is reaping what he's sowing. Farrakhan is in heaven, so to say, or in a heavenly state as he was before he came into Lewis. This is a powerful man. He's a scientist that does a lot of things for us. And that particular duty, he went under the name Farrakhan because it means he fire comes and goes. He went into Louis, come back out. When he was on the stage, he was Farrakhan. When he stepped off, he was gone. So Farrakhan come and go. That's what it means. Fire comes and goes. And when he was on the rostrum in Louis speaking, it was fire. And that's why the messenger say, my ministers are flame of fire. Flame. It didn't say it was just plain fire, just a flame. And the flame comes, it's gone. You see? So yes, what he has done. And I may have said this way, well, yes, what's happened to him that I caused it, or I allow him to go through that. He's the one that caused it, and I'm not stopping it. Matter of fact, I'm shoveling a little bit more and make sure it comes gradually, but it keeps coming. His hind parts is going to say, I surrender. He is not, he might say, well, I was at the brink of death. Yeah, you might have been at the brink of death, but I'm bringing you back. And you might go there again, but you ain't going to leave until you say, I surrender. You're going to be just like Pharaoh. Moses' God is God. And I don't care who like it or don't like it. I just don't really give a damn no more. You know, I've gone almost 7 or 8 years trying to be apologetic or being very cordial or considering your feelings and whatnot, and you got more and more indignant. Now I'm just coming out and say, I don't give a damn how you feel. The nigga is wrong. He been wrong. He ain't right, and he ain't gonna leave until he submits. And that's it. And you might say, well, that's not the language becoming of God. It is. Nigga means nothing. And that's exactly what he gave you. And we ask you, why do you love the devil? Because he gives us nothing and plenty of it. So you just love the minister. But he gives you nothing. And what is nothing? A nigger.
Yes, sir.
Talk back to me then. You got something else?
Allow Father. Yes, sir.
Well, this is what this does. When you hear someone of authority speaking this way, whether you like it or not, those that are in the knowledge jump for joy. Those that don't like it, fear strikes you. Or something comes up in your mind, I dare him to say that. Yeah, you can dare it. But step across the line. I'm the one that is actually suffering all this foolishness. I got to see you being a dumb black man because this man has brought a shield across your eyes. He did not allow you to see so you can make your own choice. He placed himself before you as the big eye, blotted out the sun. Gave you no choice. Then when the real sun comes up, he tells you, forget that light. I'm the bright and morning star. You used to be. You used to be. Just for being in the morning, and you were bright, if you were bright in the morning, it means the sun hasn't risen all the way up. The more the sun rises, the dimmer your light comes until you can't even find it. You see what I'm saying? So when I speak this way, it's because I'm sick and tired. I'm not going to accept it anymore, any insults because of him and your ignorance. Then I'm supposed to be, ever so holy. I'm just holy if I say, damn, I'm still holy. Because I am that. And the man has kept you blind, and I got to look at it and put things in motion. And if you don't come, I still got to see you or send you to hell. So I got to know this. Looking at you, and I'm looking at you, knowing that you God and telling you, and say, look, this is how you can be it. Come here and do this. You will see for yourself, you God. But you say, no, I'll go down with the minister. Oh, really? Well, damn it, go down. And I'm going to show you how to go because I'm taking him first as an example. It's a brother that was the minister with him has wrote a book. It says, what's the title of it? Inside the Nation of Islam by a black Muslim. I was reading some of it yesterday. I said, from what this brother said, he was a minister in there. He got his pictures in, he went overseas, shaking all these things. You can't say he's lying because he's got everything showing you. And the things that he said that the minister has been doing from the time that he started doing this in 1977 or 78 up until now, the brother come out with the proof on it. The book is 200 some pages. I said, man, if this ain't the ultimate, you got somebody in your camp coming out and saying this and then backing it up with proof. You see? And he says he hurt him to leave. But he left because of knowledge. He didn't come with me. He did write in the book concerning me and what we're doing. He said we are the most boldest Of all of the other ones that splintered off from the messenger, we're the boldest. And it looks like we're the only ones that's going to be the example for this millennium. You see? If you leave him, you're automatically labeled as a hypocrite, slanderer. That's what he's writing. I know he's telling the truth, because that's what they did with me. I was in the nation under the messenger. I never got put out in class F. They didn't let me work for a while, but I was never put out. I said, why don't you put me out? No, you're too smart for that. We just don't have nothing for you to do. I said, well, I ain't working for you, no. I'm working for the messenger in the Nation of Islam. Well, you will not do it here. I said, okay. I got in touch with the messenger. He said, it ain't time yet. Just cool it. I said, okay, I'll cool it. So when Lewis started back up, I went to the nation and said, hey, you started? I'm your man. I got a lot of things for you. I didn't go to him and say, look, and I knew it at that time, because I'd already been taken around. I already knew. I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't act like I was God. I just said, look, I got a lot of things for you. I had trucks. I had contacts. I had workers. I had drivers for me. I had vehicles. I came up to his house one day on Damien. His daughter was getting married. I came up in a dually pickup. He had never seen one. He walked down to where I was at. He said, man, what are you riding? This is a strange contraption. I said, yes, all at your service. You see? So it ain't like I'm just talking about him. I was there helping him. But he kept on going off. Now he's all the way gone. And as soon as I left, when I went back to the temple, they come get me up out of the seat and carry me down. I guess they're going to beat me up in the basement. I got down on the second level. I said, I ain't going no further. Now, what is it you want of me? I hear you saying you Master Farad Muhammad. I said, how could that be? My mother's not white. Then I said, well, I'll just answer your question, brother. No, I'm not saying that. Then he got a little indignant because I wouldn't go down. So I said, no, if you plan on beating up, you're going to do it right here. I don't think you're going to win. I don't think you'll win, though. But we can do it right here. Now, if you're not going to do it, I'm going back upstairs. He looked, gritted his teeth and everything, and I went back upstairs. You see? So I've gone through things, but at the same time, I knew before I went. But you can't charge a man for what he's going to do when he ain't did it. What you do is set up certain things to protect yourself when he does do it. I ain't making sense, am I? Yes, sir. So when he does it, I don't have to say, well, you did so and so and so. He's going to tell it on himself. Just like the book reads. Every man will tell on himself. See? So the minister come back, wrote the book, put it up there, read it. I said, man. I mean, I know he's going to do it, but the intricate parts like this, get the book. You ain't got the money to go to the library. It should be in there. Read it. And you'll see for yourself. So I've been looking at you all this time and looking at him sitting up in the palace. I'm talking to him. Looking right at him, looking at his soul. And I said, look back at me the same way I'm looking at you. Do you see any rings on me? Do you see any flashy stuff on me like you got on? And it ain't because I can't get it. I'm not that poor. You should know that because I'm staying at your brother's house paying his rent because you won't pay it. You should know I got some kind of power because he was a junkie, a crack addict. I got him off it and you couldn't. So what's your excuse, man? But no, he wouldn't tell nobody nothing. So all the brothers, that Solomon out there running, he's a hypocrite. We write on the net now, those are the hypocrites. You think he ever say anything? No. But is he? Most certainly. Yes, sir. He's going to do just like Pharaoh. Solomon is God. Yes, sir. Anything else, daughter?
Yes, sir, Father. Thank you for Iran.
Yes, ma'am.
He is such a pleasure.
That's my grandson.
He's the greatest. It just bears witness. The greatest gift that you can give a person is another person.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Daddy.
Yes, ma'am. You know, it takes nerve to go against God, knowingly. Brother wrote on the net, well, if Minister Farrakhan knew, if he knows that Solomon is a law, why is he doing what he does? Same thing like the sister said, well, I know you're a law. He don't know how. So we say, well, he'll know if I go stay with him for 30 days. Well, if he know you a law, why you got to stay with him for 30 days? He got to see how I'm a law. Not just know I am. He got to see how am I a law. That makes sense? You know, I'll let you try me. If it don't work, I'll give you money back. You see, you know, like they say, you know, try. If it don't work, they refund it. Try me. He don't want to do that because trying me, he already know I am. It's going to show him up. So he thinks. If he would say, look, I've been a rascal and that's it. Okay, Solomon, come on. As soon as he said that, that means he stopped being a rascal. He stopped. Now let's see what you be doing on the right side. We start from there and go. That makes sense? Yes, sir. I don't get no pleasure. Well, you did this, so I'm going to get you, and you have to suffer for years for it. I don't get no pleasure out of that. I said, oh, you stopped? Well, let's go. And we already done seen him crying on my shoulder, crying. I'm so sorry. Man, forget that. We got to build up a nation. Let's go. We take another 2 steps. He crying again. That's sickening. If you're really trying to get something done, and you got somebody judging their own self, and every time you turn around, they sad because they judge themselves, slapping their own self around. We ain't got no time. If I ain't slapping you around, forget it. Let's go. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum. This is my second time seeing you here in Wichita. I have a question. When I was younger, a teacher told me that I'm a very special person and God has things for me. However, I went through so much in my life, coming in my 26 years of life, that's unbearable, but I'm still here.
You know, it seems like, when a diamond is made, it goes through a lot of pressure. And it also appears that everybody that really see themselves as being something always let me know how much they have suffered to get to where they are. In one sense, that's acceptable. In another sense, for someone to say, well, you are special, you have to consider who's telling you this. From their life and from their point of view, it might be you're special. With me, no one is what you say really special until you prove that you are. You can be someone that has a particular function that I will cause you to know, and I will reap the benefits of it when you actually do it. Everybody will reap the benefits of you being developed. So that type of expression to all of you only lets you know that you are God or God's people. And so if you God and God's people, naturally, to whom much is given, much is asked or required. So the person see you, even if they're a black person, they know they're sinful, and they see you and they see God. A lot of times I go places and I have my wife with me, and they look at, the people always talk about how beautiful the wives look. I'll be standing right there beside them, like they don't even see me. And then when the wife tell me, well, look, they did this because of you, because you appear to be so stately and so I'll be listening to them. Yeah, right. But they didn't tell me, but they telling them. You see, they see what they see in their eyes. The real person, the author of their beauty, was standing right beside them, but they didn't see it. If they look with the eye of spiritual, the eye of intelligence, they would have seen, regardless of how beautiful the sister are. If the brother is with them, this is a tribute to the brother. So the real beauty is the knowledge of how he did that. But they don't see it. People don't look like that. So that way, I can move around, do what I want to do, and people overlook me all the time. They don't never see me. I'll be right in their face. They don't see me. He's just Joe Blow, no threat, easygoing guy. But it is the supreme being. They don't know it. So I can be myself. I wrote with them, played so they don't know it. But if they saw me as a supreme being, they might start trembling, and first thing jump up, oh, I'm guilty about so and so. I ran out on my wife. I wonder if he's reading my mind. But I be right in the face, they don't even see it. They perceive me not. But they're looking at the beauty that I produce and don't even add it up. You see? Bad God. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. The thing that stands out from several things that older people were sharing with me is that God has something for you.
I do.
And what I would like to know is the something that God has for me.
Every person has a gift from me. In other words, you are a fraction of me. And whatever fraction that you are of me, I expect for you to give it. In other words, you can't excite me. You can't make me feel all thrilled and whatnot because I'm the whole. You're the fraction. What will cause me to feel better about myself, so to say, is when some of the fractions come and add to the whole. Like filling the slot. And you feel good. So, in that sense, with everyone else, they might say, well, yes, you are special, you got this, you got that. When it comes to me, it ain't special. This is the part of me that has to go into motion at this particular time. So it keeps me always in the posture of being right. Because you are helping me. So I see you as great, you see me as great. We just great. Is it?
Yes, sir. Another question is, I picked my daughter's name in the backseat of a car as I was riding down the street. The name just came to me. And when I first heard it, I said it twice and said that was my daughter's name.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Janera.
All right.
I would like to know the meaning.
Close to the truth or close to the essence of things.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather go close to the truth. Not saying that she is or is not the truth. However, she won't have no excuse for not being truthful because she's always close to it.
Yes, sir.
And maybe that's you that she's close to.
Yes, sir.
Since you're special.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes, sir. I want to get the brother. Are you feeling any better?
Absolutely, Father. That's one of the reasons I came up here, to let you know how thankful I am that you've been working on me.
Yes, sir.
I feel my back is a whole lot better.
Yes, sir.
And thank you.
Yes, sir.
And then too, I wanted to thank you because I never publicly, I thanked you in the unseen, like muttering to myself.
Yes, sir.
About getting me to Wichita over all the mountains, coming from California.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that, Father.
Yes, sir.
Because I was driving straight off a ravine.
Woo.
And something told me, I think you better stop right here and check the truck out. And I stopped, and that's when I discovered what was straight ahead was because the sun had set. It was just it got dark. And I had pulled over to the side of the road to try to let all of the other people go by that was moving so fast. I was in that big raggedy U-Haul, and I couldn't go up the hill very fast, and I knew it was blocking traffic.
Yes,
so I said, well, I'll go over to the shoulder. However, I got locked over on the shoulder, and I couldn't get off. And so I just drove that shoulder for a good long while. And I was still on the shoulder when nighttime came. And I said, well, I just better stop right here. I stopped and rested up there, and went to get out the truck and look around the other side, and all I saw was down. Looked over the hood, and it was just pitch black straight down. So then, however, I had to figure a way, because I never drove that kind of truck, where you got to put it in gear and all these clutches. And so I had to figure a way to back up and put the thing back on the road, and that part is unimportant.
Yes, sir.
However, thank you, Father.
Yes, sir.
I want to publicly share that. Yes, and then I had a couple of questions, if I can remember them now. It's been so long. I've been standing up. I'm amazed how long I stood here. I said, man, I'm going to have to be looking for me a chair in a minute.
Yes.
And I kept looking for the pain. I said, but I don't feel no pain.
Yes, sir.
Praise to the Father. So I just stand here and listen to the sister's testimony. What was that? It was a game that I play with my wife sometime. We'll get ready to go to bed, and we'll be in bed, and I'll tell her, okay, baby, see you in the sun in a few minutes, because I'm going to sleep.
Yes, sir.
So I'll see you in the sun. So I wanted to ask you, does that make sense?
Well, yes, sir, it makes sense.
Or do the sisters go to one department of the sun, and the brothers go to another way? How does that work?
No, sir. But you all still being married and whatnot, you would go to the same place and enjoy the same things. If you actually really go. Most of you don't really. It's not necessary for you to go all the way to the sun.
Oh,
that's not necessary because
yes, sir.
Because of the energy that you would receive, it would be somewhat shocking coming back. Matter of fact, you might not want to come back.
Oh, yes, sir.
People come and say, hey, there's two people in the bed dead here.
Oh, yes, sir.
However, what you do go to other levels of purity.
Yes, sir.
Where, like say gardens of bliss and so on, you go there.
Yes, sir.
Now some do go to for an example, if you ever heard of a person that is chronically ill, and they go to bed and you expect for them to die or something like that, and then the next morning when you see them whatnot, it's like they were never ill. They feel good and everything, and like the illness is gone. They actually went to the sun and came back, and when they came back with a vibration that healed the body part.
Yes, sir.
So that's what happened with them. So that type of game you playing, if you say you're playing a game, that's a game worthy for everybody to play.
Yes, because I didn't have no absolute. There's just something coming to mind, and I'm constantly wondering, because it's like I go to the sun, but I come back and I'm dumb. I don't understand. I don't remember nothing. I've been saying, man, I don't remember Uncle Duck. I don't remember Uncle Charles. I wonder if I talk to Daddy,
Right.
Because all these people that's passed, I'm like saying, I should remember something. We was tight. But I don't remember a doggone thing. So I was reading, I put it like that. Let's see. All right, I wanted to ask you, what is this divine meaning of a statesman?
A statesman?
Yes, sir.
As a person?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is a person that is true. So much so that he states it. Not that he himself is stating it from the tongue. His person or how you say that? Personified that character. You don't have to say yes,
personification is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He comes into the presence right away. He says, this is a stately person. And the only reason why you won't know he is, or say he's not, if he open up his mouth and he's ignorant. Then you say, well, he's carrying something that he don't have the knowledge of.
Yes, sir.
But that's, a statesman, that's what it is. He is that. Meaning that he's a person that is pronounced.
Yes, sir.
He's pronounced. That's a statesman.
Yes, sir.
You can't ignore him.
Yes, sir.
Or her.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's all the time I'll take right now, Father. Thank you much.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, sir. I would like to have some clarity on what my name means.
Some clarity?
Yes, sir. My name is Twin Queen.
I said it was what?
Twin Queen.
Twin Queen?
Yes, sir.
What is your name? You need some clarity. There is someone else that we either have known or know that is very godly or queenly. That particular person, since we know them before we know you, they have represented you before you arrived. So you're just like that person or better. So that's what it means. That's the clarity.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Father.
Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, sir. I have 2 questions. And my first question is, what does my name mean? My name is Lisa.
Lisa? 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 It means given permission. Not that you give permission, you are given permission.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
In other words, it's like you have a character of like asking for things. Usually the things that you ask for, you are not to be denied. So you will get permission. You will get more yeses than nos.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Okay. And my second question is, can we lessen Satan when he speaks to us, and if so, how?
Oh, yes. Oh, you mean can we lessen how much he says to you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, ma'am. When you make a determination on what he's speaking about, when you come to a decision on that, put a period to it, you don't have to talk about it anymore. As long as you don't put a period to it, he just keep talking. Because he hopes you don't put no period to it and include him.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Is that it? Well, I certainly appreciate you all coming down to see me. You all coming out from Wichita to bear witness to me and what's taking place. And what everyone should take from this particular visit is that the opportunity has been afforded to you because of me to be able to be happy forever. Owning your own destiny. Owning your own, not someone else shaping it for you. I'm not shaping your destiny for you. I'm opening up, like the messenger said, a wide open field. And the wide awake, alert man can work out in it. Not I'm going to dictate to him and he works out. Whatever he has that is of righteousness that's in him, he's got a place to work out in it. However, you're going to have to do the work. It's not going to come by osmosis. You have to do the work. And for what we've stepped into now, just from being brothers to our brother in the motherland, the ones that actually go, to actually supervise the idea of what this has to be, you have to be that. You cannot expect to get it from me while you're there. You have to be it before you go. And what will cause you to do that is that whatever you are doing now with us, you do it right because it's right to be done right. Not you doing it right for me. If you do that, it's not going to work. And if you do become one of the fortunate ones that go and be a director or instructor in Africa, remember that you're going back to a ruined home. You're not going to be spoiled like you are in this country here. You're not going to have the TVs. You're not going to have the Rolls Royces. You know, you might have some diamonds if we get them. You have all that. In other words, the building will take precedence over our personal comfort. And if we build it the way we should, we will build our comfort. So we will put an end to what we have been spoiled with and missing it. You got it? Assalamu alaikum.